you grill it. Hello, everybody. Having a few little frame rate problems. We're trying a new design today, as usual. We're trying new things, and always things go wrong. We try new things here on... what channel are we on? Oh, yeah, Sabotage DM. That's the one. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a Tuesday. It sometimes feels like a Monday, but it is a Tuesday. So I want to thank everybody who is here and has joined us on a slightly different timing. But I'm hoping that we'll enjoy ourselves nonetheless on a Tuesday. Yeah. Yes. And welcome, Waterdeep Mallrats, the Cinder Wastes, episode 2. As we continue on our two side quests from the Waterdeep Mallrats Dragon Heist series, of course with this one, the Cinder Wastes and the Oshi's Revenge, which we had last Monday, which will be continuing as of next week as well. So I hope you're enjoying these little kind of series of side quests. So do say in the chat if you're enjoying things about this. And it's also just lovely to have these lovely 4 people in front of me, their wonderful faces, ready to turn up and kill stuff and like not die. Yes, Rob, that's it, Rob. You just constantly waving towards death.
Death is always behind you or next to you.
Or next to you, one or the other. But how are you, Rob? You all right today? Looking great. I really enjoyed like the white.
I'm good, thanks.
It's like the all white today. It looks great.
Thanks. This is a light brown, and I've got a game. A game for you all. Ready? There is a picture of a fruit on the back of this T-shirt. We're gonna play Guess the Fruit.
Ooh,
okay, let's take your bids. Okay, Joe, what fruit do you think is on my back?
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with a pineapple.
I'm not gonna show you any emotion to give you any indication. Okay, pineapple. Evie, what is the fruit on my back?
I'm going to go with the fruit I think Joe was going to go with, which is an avocado.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's a different game in itself. What was the fruit that Joe was going to go with? But we're doing that next. Okay, but good. You're going to go avocado. Classic fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Burman.
It is a berry. So,
It's a berry.
Yeah, avocado is a berry.
I was trying to figure out what fruit makes Guinness, but that's not helped me. So I'm going to go with...
Show no emotion.
I'm going to go with lemon.
Oh, yeah, lemon. It could be a lemon.
Good. And Jess, what is the fruit on my back?
I'm gonna go controversial and say a tomato.
Oh.
Ooh.
Show no emotion, Rob.
Okay,
Don't let the anger...
Red Panda Gamer says the same as me, which is pineapple. Mama Thorpe says a melon. So Rob Thompson,
Okay.
what fruit is on the?
Here's I'm going to do the reveal. Okay, I'm going to squat below the screen, and then I'm going to slowly rise, elevator style. I think I might do the rest of the stream like this, you know. Anyway, sorry. Back to the plan. Okay, ready?
Lemons.
It's lemon.
That's not fair. You were with each other today. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, Dan saw me today.
Yeah.
I did, and do you know what? I was like, I've got no idea. I've got no idea.
All right. Oh, Dan, take an extra inspiration for today as a little prize for the little game.
Hi.
Mhm. Yeah, you're gonna need it. So that's good.
Oh.
2 hit points.
2 hit points and no healing. This is the way to go. Well, I'm glad that you're well. I'm glad you've got fruit on your back. It's better than chips.
Yeah. Well, no complaints. Better than chips. And here we are. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Watching a channel that you might want to have a little watch on, Rob. So our good friend Joe Stanley is now streaming on Twitch. Doing some lovely little gaming. So I was watching this day. So you'll see at the top of the screen, Mystified Comet. Do go over and check them out if you like things like Pokemon and what is it? Ganji Impact. Is that right? Did I say that right? Don't know, maybe. Really popular game right now. But anyway, I had a lot of fun going watching them. And then so do go butcher over and check out Joe Stanley if you get a chance to. But I thought that you might like that, Rob, considering you're going very well.
Yeah, I do. Thank you. Thanks for telling me.
It's a tool,
Take an
mate.
inspiration, Joe.
Thanks, mate. I'll use that. And with his heads in his hands, the down Burman, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm sleepy and warm is what I am, which is weird for winter.
It is, yeah.
But yeah, I'm doing all right. I rushed home from a rehearsal. Still managed to be the first one on the Skype call. That was weird. And I'm feeling very sweaty. How you doing, Joe?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, thank you. Yeah. I mean, it's the end of January's gone now, which is great. I'm really happy January's gone. Like,
Survived.
We're into February. We're getting closer and closer to spring. Can't wait to see
The
those
longest January since records began.
Mm-hmm. Wait to see those tulips popping out. You know, wait for all the flowers to start coming out, all the bees, all the birds, all the baby lammies. You know, so I'm looking forward to those kind of moments to kind of appear. So yeah, I'm in a pretty good place actually. I'm off to a spa tomorrow as well, which I'm really looking forward to.
Oh. Yeah, what are you doing? Have you booked any treatments? Are you going to wrapped up in mud and leaves and oil and shit?
Got a rub, which is really
Got a
good. We've got some nice food. I'm really going to use the facility. So it's so for mine and Natalie's, mine and Nat 20s, sorry. Amazing anniversary from this month. So we're going to go off and get some treatment. Which is
Happy
gonna be really nice.
anniversary.
Oh, thanks, mate. So that's going to be lovely. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Probably not as going to be as hot as where you guys are in the fire plane, but I thought it's going to be nice and comfortable nonetheless. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Evie, you good? Thumbs up if you're all right. Yeah, great. Thanks, mate. Jess.
That's perfect. Honestly, that's good. Yeah.
Love
Jess,
you very much.
I love you. I love all of you very, very much. And if you'd been near me last night, I would have probably told you over and over again how much I love all of you. I'm hungover, everyone. And we're going to just see how this goes. Like, I hit a wall at 6 p.m. and it was a big one, like the Great Wall of China. It was that big. Who's shouting at me? Did you hear that? Did someone just shout? Oh no, the voices have started. Right, quick, go to Jess. Jess, how are you? I swear I heard someone shout.
So yeah, Jess, how you doing, my friend?
I'm older now. I have reached level 28.
Nice.
So whoop whoop.
Well done.
Oh, that's
Hopefully-
great. That's an ASI improvement, I think, as well, isn't it?
Yes. So yeah, I did not unfortunately get the Spider-Man game for my birthday. I'm not complaining because instead I got a brand new spanking monitor instead, which my cat decided to body slam today straight onto my desk. So we're not friends at the moment. So if you hear me shouting at a cat, that is she's annoyed me today.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm all good otherwise.
Good. Really good. Oh, I love a new monitor. I'm desperately looking for a new monitor as well at the moment. And they just make things
Well, happy
so much
birthday.
easy. I was just getting to that, Mr. Thompson, because there was loads of chats coming up about people
Sorry.
saying happy birthday.
Sorry.
You know?
Oh, thank you, everyone.
But yeah, so I'm glad you had a good
Well,
one.
happy birthday.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Thompson.
I'm feeling mischievous today, I'm sorry.
Do you know what? I gave you inspiration. You know, it's sort of like I thought this was like a peace offering or
You
something.
didn't
but
give
it's
me
honestly not.
inspiration. You gave
Me and
Dan
Rob are not the
inspiration
same
for not talking to
person.
me today.
Okay, you
For
get
the-
disadvantage. That's
You-
it. I'm
You're
done.
not the same person.
You're dying today, mate. I'm sorry. This is the same
What?
thing I said last time. So I said,
Happy birthday,
Well, happy
Jess.
birthday.
yeah, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Jess.
Birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, so good. Good. Well, I'm going to move away from you lot because you're just too
Did
chaotic.
to Brighton.
I hate you lot so much. But and now Rob's gone. Great. This is going so well. It's just like herding cats. You know, I've got
He's
one
like-
which is like one who's had too much
Got it.
catnip.
Yeah, I'll
One is
body slam
jumping
your
on-
screen.
Your body's- I've got
Can I
one that's some
please-
sort of gnawing on the power cables. And then the other one is just sort of just laying across the top of the keyboard. Like this is a nightmare. But I love you all as cats, of course, because you're just the best.
Can I please make a funny joke? It's not that funny, but please.
Yes.
Right. Rob Thompson, everyone, is right there. Rob Thompson. Rob, can you just go off the screen again?
Yeah.
Go away.
Oh.
Please.
Okay. All right.
Just quickly duck out of view.
Some olives.
Okay. Go on. Is he gone? Right. Now he's Rob Gonson. I'm sorry. I had to say it as soon as he left. Thanks for that, Rob. Good
That
night,
was
everyone.
great. Good night.
This is wonderful. I've just figured out how to use the clip that function on Twitch, and I've just been tapping away.
So good. So good.
I love how much Evie's still laughing.
So good. So that wonderful joke, of course, went out not only onto Twitch but also onto Facebook today, as we have decided to go out onto multi-stream, as you might notice. But that was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Evie. But yeah, if you are watching this on Facebook, come over. Just come over to Twitch. You know, you might as well come over to Twitch and say hi, and come onto the wonderful chat that's here. Because unfortunately, any comments you place on your Facebook will not be appearing onto the streams. Only if you're here on Twitch. So do come over. And if you are watching on Twitch and you're lurking in the background, think about giving us a little follow, like our wonderful Mystified Comet did yesterday. And we are only 20 away from our goal, so please do give us a quick follow. That would be wonderful. It means a lot to us. We're not expecting you to engage in the chat, but if you fancy it, we've got a lovely community. As you can see, Mama Thorpe loves to say hi to everybody. So do kind of pop in and say hi. And if you're so inclined, give us a little subscribe or resub if you're joining us from the old crew. I must admit, so that'd be lovely. I think we should maybe kind of go straight in and carry on with our wonderful story. How does that sound to everybody?
Hooray!
Hooray! Played a little bit of D&D. Yes, lovely. So I think I'll do a little recap from last time. So the Mallrats found themselves. Oh,
I'm sorry, I ate a chili. I ate a raw chili. I'm dying. Oh my god.
Oh my god, what is wrong with us
This is
today?
hell.
Oh,
It's hell.
wow.
I'm sorry. Right, Rob Gonson. Carry on, Joe.
Warming up for the fire plane.
I'm crying.
I said I
I'm crying.
refuse to stream this on a Tuesday from now on. It's cursed.
God, we're all gonna die today.
You're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
Oh no. Tuesday
Mate.
party kill.
Mate, in all fairness, Rob, you just got to get through it. You just got to get through it. Okay.
Channel the betting
It's
field.
eased off now. I thought. Oh yeah, carry on. Sorry, I'm good. I'm gonna be behaved.
So the Waterdeep Mallrats found themselves in the fire plane. More specifically, they woke up in a prison cell along with two other prisoners, the wonderful Ashley, as we have here, but also a fire newt called Massimo, who they discovered it was a snitch that had kind of helped the warden out with something inside of the prison cell itself. All of the prison guards, of course, called Ashley Princess for some reason. Kind of being in isolation for your own safety, really, as you were ice blocks to this place, not native to the fire plane. But you were offered to go out for exercise and go out into the yard, where you met the other kind of larger gangs of the prison. So we had hang on, I need to remember this now. We had the Genasi fire people, which turned out to be actually more of a revolutionary fighters that are kind of fighting for the rights of blue-flamed Genasi, very similar to our wonderful Ashley that we have here as well. We had the fire newts, led up by a very old lady, which Dan said looked like a testicle. Or a ball bag, I think it was the actual thing you said. And then we had the Azers
Dick and
as
balls.
well. There you go, Dick and balls. With the Azers as well, who was headed up by Leviathan, who was kind of a large raider who was kind of burnt villages up and down the coast. From here, you decided that you must get out of this place, largely because you were told that the Sultan may send you out for a hunt and hunt you down across the waste themselves. So looking around, you decided the best way was to fight your way out of the prison. Of course, that's the only way. We're going to fight our way out with only a fork in our hand. Oh no, you didn't have a fork because you traded that, didn't you?
In fairness, we did try to play fight our way out of the prison by
Yes, you
starting
did.
a really unimpressive,
I think you failed the performance rolls, I think it was, and it ended up turning into a proper fight.
accidentally punched each other across the room.
But you did fight your way out of the first room, getting rid of all of the guards, and you ended up in a room which was where you found a gnome sage who was connected inside a large machine. As you had found out before from the wonderful fire genacies, that the whole place had an anti-magic field and was kind of like a force field being held by the sage itself. But this may not be what you were expecting. So of course, we have the wonderful Big Phatts, the Warforge, our ancestral guardian barbarian. We have Pups, the goblin mercy monk. Baggi, the artillerist artificer. And Ashley, the fire genasi, a wild magic sorcerer. We start? I think we should. Oh, this music feels just about right, actually. It's quite nice. Go back to the beginning of the song. There we go. I'm going to get so banned for this song. It sounds like a song that actually exists. It doesn't, and we keep getting problems out of here. You see the cold, grey, and pink outlined eyes. We begin to zoom out from them. We can see that they are covered in soots and darkness. As the face comes out, they are wrinkled and struggling. The face is grey and tired as they sit inside a large machine, their face grimacing with pain. The cables and pins and tubes, that's the word I was looking for, coming out of every single vein in their body as they sit inside a large, almost like coffin on the top of a lava lake. Pipes come out from there to go backwards towards some sort of control machine that hisses and whirs through to big, large, massive rusted pipes that leak into the wall itself. As you turn, we see the four of you stand. Cut to.
There's a con like me in every prison in America. I can get you anything. Rock hammer, security gem, I'll even aid your escape. But I'm content just staying here. In here, I'm somebody. But out there, I'm just one of the many. You could say I'm an institutional man. Now, prison time is slow time. 1 minute you're exercising in the yard. Next, you're starting fights with the biggest con you can find or doing deals over a fork in the ground. All it took to escape was pressure and time. And a giant goddamn war forged. And I'd like to think the last thing that went through that guard's head, before that little goblin's fist, was how that group of ice blocks got the best of them. Cut to.
That was fantastic. Phatts had never considered himself to be addicted to cigarettes. It's generally quite difficult to determine the depth of one's cravings when you have such an abundance of tobacco around you. And it was only really now that the reality of smoking 60 a day for the last 40 years was starting to become clear. His thoughts were clouded. It was hard to concentrate. His metallic hands were somehow sweating. Then there was the anger. The deep, boiling pool of hatred in his chest that longed to surface. He wanted to punish those that had taken away his lovely smoke sticks. He wanted to decimate this fire plane and light a smoke from its embers. They had robbed him of his one true love, and Phatts would make them suffer. Got a light? Cut 2.
Why won't you open? Baggi thinks to herself. She's 8 years old and has her bedsheet over her head with a jar of fireflies in her lap as she sits cross-legged in the dormitory of the Castellanta's Institute for Unfortunate Children. In her homemade tent, she also has a peculiar-looking cube in front of her, made mostly of wood with some metal parts showing, and you can see that it has layers and layers of different mechanisms and contractions all kind of compacted into this tiny little cube. She has no idea how to open it. She has no idea what's inside of it. The box has been passed around different kids at the Castellantas and hasn't been opened yet. Professor Silbus gave it to Justin first, and it went from him to the rest of his idiots, and they each got 24 hours to try and open the box before it gets passed on. Justin and his lot tried destroying it, throwing it from the roof. Domo even attempted some kind of weird magic on it that just resulted in a swift trip to the medical room. And now it's Baggi's turn. She has approximately 4 hours left, and she desperately needs some sleep. You stupid box! She's tried sliding parts of it, different sides of it, twisting it, applying pressure to different parts. And she's even tried asking it really, really, really nicely to open. None of it's worked. At the point when she's literally about to give up, she notices a tiny hole that she hasn't noticed before, right in the corner. It's a glimmer of hope for Baggi. She realises her fingers are far too large, even at 8 years old, to even attempt to go anywhere near that hole. It's really small. So she reaches in her pocket and pulls out various bits of crap that she's collected just in case. And out comes a little piece of sort of sticky tack with a sewing needle that's been jabbed into it. She takes the needle out of the tack and then very carefully places it into the hole. It fits. She applies some more pressure and suddenly clicks. Whoa, she says to herself. And the whole thing becomes unbelievably easy to manipulate. She shifts walls of it, beautifully carved pieces of wood unhinge out, and it opens up to reveal all of the intricacies of its design. Inside of it, wrapped up in some nice shiny paper, is the tiniest, weeniest chocolate. This was the first time Baggi remembers ever using anything as some kind of tool. And now, in this prison, she has nothing. She'll have to find something soon, because she feels very naked. Cut 2.
Footprints in the sand, weapons covered in blood. Heat waves climbing up through the blazing sky, cooking the already sunburnt bodies soon across the ground. Shouts and screams can be heard from across the dunes, and as we get closer and closer to those sounds, we hear a thunderous boom, followed by a blinding white light. Then silence. Coming over that final dune, we see some stone steps emerging out the sands, and atop of it, an altar and an arch. Surrounding the altar are 3 scorch marks, as if struck by lightning. But then we hear cracks coming from above us, as the arch crumbles down and engulfs us in darkness. Cut 2.
We see the 4 of you standing in front, looking at this monstrosity of torture and pain. However, you must engage in it if you ever hope to escape this place. All right, so in front of you, you're stood in a room. The room, I would say, is... Bring it over to the screen. There we are. So the room itself... Oh, you are on the screen. That's fantastic. There we go. So the room itself, I would say, is about 60 foot by about 20 foot. Kind of the red brick or the red floor tiles that you've kind of become used to. You can now kind of see that are kind of spread out across the ground. In the center of the room, which is about 20 by 20 feet, is almost like a pool of, or like a pond of lava. It bubbles and heats, and the shimmering heat rises up of it, kind of like changing your vision of what you can see behind. The smoke bellows from the pops of the magma. As inside, you see that there is a there is an altar, and on the altar there is a metal coffin. Give me 1 second. There is a metal. There is a metal coffin. On the coffin. Sorry, give me 1 second, everybody. Need to just check my levels. I think I've got a level problem. Yeah, mixer. Okay. Everybody hear me? Just want to make sure everyone can hear me. Okay,
Yep.
good.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Just double checking. Yep. So on there is a metal. So my brain is disappearing here. Give me 1 second.
It's all right.
Yes, so on there is a metal casket. Inside the metal casket, you can see the face of a very old and very tired, grey-skinned gnome. His eyes are weak and tired. They're pink. They are struggling to stay awake. From there, you can see that this kind of larger machine kind of goes around and further back towards the wall. As he looks towards you, and he says the simple words, "Help me!"
Baggi immediately starts looking around the room to see if there's anything in there and kind of get the hang of it, of what's going on here.
Okay.
And how this mechanism works.
Okay, are you looking with your eyes? Are you looking with your hands?
I'm gonna look. I think initially eyes, just looking.
Okay, let's do a perception check then, please.
Right. Here we go. First roll of the day. Oh my gosh, it's a 9.
Okay. I think you can see that it's fairly clear that the unit that you can see is kind of like the holding unit for this person. It seems as if like they're drawing something out of them. But I do think with the 9, you see like the box at the back, which is like connected by larger, more rusted tubes. I'm going to just mark it on the map for you. So this box here,
Yeah.
you kind of see as like, you can see that seems to be kind of the more control area.
Cool.
But that is you completely guessing, I think, at this stage. You have no idea anything else about it. I think you can see. I think that's all I can give you with a 9.
Yeah.
I think that you can recognize that the gnome doesn't seem to be like. I think Ashley, you recognize this as well. They don't seem to be of any race that comes from the fireplane. They look like an ice block, like you.
Yeah.
Okay. With that information, then Baggy's just going to go straight. She's going to walk straight up to the box at the back to look a bit further.
Okay. So as Baggy kind of leaves you and starts walking around, is there anything else anybody else is going to be doing whilst does that? I'm actually going to change the music for this. There we go.
I came running in here looking for the snitch. Can I see them?
Yeah, Massimo's there, I think. Where's Massimo's token? I thought I put him in there. Maybe I did not. Oh, Massimo. Did he hide? I think he might have hidden behind there. There he is. I can see him. Yeah, Massimo's in here. There we go.
Okay. I think, yeah, knowing that Massimo's in there, Pups is a bit too ruined to actually do anything about it. So it's just like keeping eyes on him. Just leaning against something.
I think Massimo sees you looking at. Actually, Massimo's going to do an insight check and just see if he sees you looking at him. Are you doing it to make him look at you?
I'm just
really
more.
obvious?
I'm being really obvious to just be like, not in a threatening way initially, but just being like, I'm watching you. I've chased you in here.
He waves. As no, cannot read it in any way, shape, or shape, or shape, or anything. Just cannot read that what you're trying to give him for the moment.
Cool.
Phatts and Ashley, what are you up to at the moment?
Oh, you're muted.
Oh, can't hear you, Jess.
With Ashley being a fire genasi, she wouldn't get burnt by lava, would she?
No.
No.
No, you have resistance. I don't think you have immunity. Let me just double check that.
Okay.
Where is... I've still got all the other characters on here, so give me 1 second. Base. I'm just going to check out your character
No,
sheet.
it is. I think it is resistance now.
Yeah,
Now that
so-
you said it, I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, fire resistant. So you would take half
Okay.
damage from going across, but you would still,
Okay.
still die.
I mean, she's not that stupid. She's going to go around and see if she can help Baggi. But yeah, just in case someone had to go across anything.
I still think you'd be the best choice for that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you go around and help Baggi.
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
Yes. Yep. I'll go around the other side.
I'm guessing unless Phatts doing anything, unless you're just watching.
Is this gnome and the lava and stuff the only thing in this room? Is this like seems like this is the utility of this room is whatever's happening with this gnome and shit like that?
Yeah. If you wanted to look for any exits, you can do that. You can have a look around.
Yeah, I guess I'll do a little look around. You know, I guess for the military part of his brain, is it likely that people are going to come in? If so, what entrances are they going to take?
Yeah.
Where are good like vantage points and stuff like that?
Yeah. I'll give you an extra bonus on this. You can add a +3 to this roll for perception because it is connected to more military stuff.
Great, but I'm going to be rolling with disadvantage because rules is rules.
Why are you doing disadvantage?
Cool.
Why are you doing disadvantage?
You gave it to me earlier, and also because I'm nicotine deprived. So 13, please, Jeff.
Yeah, that's great. So 13, I think you see, there's a couple of things you see. First thing you see what looks like a sack or some sort of worker's like bag over in this corner over here. And then the opposite corner, you see what looks like a slightly different part of the wall in the corner. It's not that it's a door per se, but it just looks different.
Okay, great.
And that is in this corner over here. I
Okay,
think we're
sweet.
13. Yeah.
Then I'm going to position myself here and hold I think it's an axe. Do I have an axe now?
It's a warhammer.
Or is it
I think.
warhammer? It's a hammer. Right, I'm going to hold an action of a warhammer. In case anyone comes through that door, as soon as they get into hitting distance, that hammer's coming down.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's great. So you sort of like look around and you see that Phatts has got kind of in position over in the corner. He's sort of raising up. He's got rested on his shoulder, but it's like about a couple of inches just off. So it's ready to kind of like bang if it needs to. As you see the two of you, of Baggi and Ashley, kind of come round the sides towards the kind of the back end of this machine. You can see the heat that is bellowing off of these this metal pipes that are around you.
As Baggy's about to examine it, she sort of calls over to the gnome and says, do you know how whoever did this to you did this to you? Does that make sense?
I simply woke up here. They have been taking and taking and taking from me.
Okay.
Exactly.
We're going to try and get you out, but we need to know, first of all, that you'd be on our side if we do.
What?
Look, we need to get out of here. Okay? And you're going to potentially slow down this process. But none of us are going to leave you here if you need us. So, will you help us if we get you out?
Of course.
Fine.
You have me
Can
a
I-
little bit of on a rock and a hard place, to be honest.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah, sure.
23.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's desperate to get out. So he kind of, I mean, there's two parts you hear there, really. There's a bit of a multitude here. He will say anything to get out of this place. You know this from desperation.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's not much else you can tell from that. Do you see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't had enough conversation to kind of say if you think he's good or he's trustworthy in any way, but you know that he will do anything to get out of this situation.
Okay. Pup stays leaning against whatever he can find.
What's your name?
My name is Popsy. Popsy Flufflebottom.
Popsy. We're gonna get you out. Baggi would really like to now sort of have a look at this contraption. Probably using her hands. However, she's gonna. We still got our clothes, haven't we?
Yes.
No, we're naked. We're all naked.
Naked the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. Baggi's gonna kind of pull down her jacket from one side and kind of almost use it like oven mitts almost to sort of have a little look and a little feel of everything.
All right, so let's do an investigation with disadvantage
Okie dokie.
because of the gloves are not giving you your usual kind of feel and tactileness.
Yeah. Okay, it's a 12.
All right. I think you can see, or as you're feeling around, you can feel the heat coming through the clothes already.
Mhm.
Fucking hot. You can see that there's like a lip that kind of goes around the top of the box, the control box in the center. But you do find that there is a couple of bolts that are connected, leaving the top on. And you try to twist it with your hand, you see that it just doesn't move, it doesn't shift. I think you're fairly certain this is kind of like the central point. I think when you get to like leaning over those, I imagine you're leaning over the pipes like you're working inside an engine or something. And as you lean over, you can feel like the hair on your back like stand up from the magical energy that's coming out of these pipes and kind of leading outwards, out through the back wall. And you can see that the sweat is like dripping off your face as it like drops or lands on the metal and just like it just evaporates immediately.
Yeah. She calls over to Phatts. Phatts, come here, please.
Yeah. What do you need me for?
Well, I can't shift anything here. It's all too tight.
You want me to break
Alex.
something?
No. Don't break anything. That would probably be too dangerous. I need you to see if you can potentially turn some of these bolts or loosen them. 'Cause
Right.
you're made of metal, so assuming that'd be fine.
All right, you snitchamander, salad snitcher, Massimo.
Massimo.
Guard the. Watch the door. Watch the door. Okay.
Yes, and he like slithers across the ground and sort of stands with his little shiv.
And Phatts walks over.
All right. What do y'all want to do?
Right, have a look in there. See those bolts?
Yeah.
You reckon you can twist them?
Break them.
No.
Twist them. Yeah,
twist
I can
them
twist them.
slowly.
Break 'em, whatever you need me to do. Smoke them. Break 'em.
Slowly.
No, twist them. Okay.
Twist. Remember, righty tighty, lefty
Oh, twist
loosey.
and smoke. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yep,
Lefty
I'm on it.
loosey. Slowly, Phatts.
All right.
Ashley, do you reckon you can reach in as well on the other side? And work the other
Here we go.
bolt?
About to twist it.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Just gonna.
Yeah, so both of you doing this barehanded.
Yeah, my hands are made of metal.
She'll
you
give
know.
it a try. She'll give it a try at least once. See what
All
happens.
right. So as you kind of like lean forward, you sort of like that sort of sound for Ashley, but then you kind of you take not quite as much damage of this as you take like 1 fire damage from touching the metal. Phatts, on the other hand, you take 3 fire damage from holding on to it, as you're then going to try and twist these bolts. So can I get I can be a strength or a athletics check. I don't mind, whichever you wish.
So I've decided to give myself 1 point of exhaustion. I figure that's the equivalent of
That's very much.
nicotine withdrawals.
Yeah, I can say yes.
Yeah.
Great. So I prefer to do strength, but I think athletics is more. Yeah, let's do athletics. Why not? Okay, ready? Here it goes.
They're
45.
both as bad as each
16.
other for Ashley, so
Okay. So I think I have to remind you all that you do all have bombs available, but I think the first one, it just sort of like you loose it. You know that moment when you get like the top of a jar and it pops. As you can see, there's kind of like this like spray of metal as you then start untaking the top one off. 1 of 4 that you kind of open up, big Phatts. Unfortunately, just Ashley, you try to turn, but you just can't get the grip in your hands, and it just doesn't quite turn for you, unfortunately.
she's gonna grab the bottom of her shirt. You know, like you do when you are trying to do like a jar of pickles. You get your shirt and you just kind of go. Just gonna try it that way.
All right. Okay. So you do have your bombs. If you want to use an advantage, it is there for
Let's
that reason.
do that as well.
Okay, cool. So you're not going to take any fire damage on this one, then.
Okay. Just.
13. I'm going to say you. Yeah, I'm going to say you pop this one. I think.
Yay.
I think with the other one being loose, it's sort of like it's sort of shimmy. It started to shimmy the top of the control box. That's what I was using before. So you kind of manage to kind of get it off, and you sort of spin them off, and we kind of go back to the other side, and we've still got like 2 left. Pups, could you do a quick perception for me? Because you're kind of stood there watching.
Yeah, I'm definitely like seeing what Phatts was doing before, and trying to take in the room as best I can. 21.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say you see the bag over in the corner. Looks like a worker's bag. It's literally about 10 feet away from you. There
Okay,
you
I'm
can
going.
see. Yeah, do you go and have a look at it?
Yeah, I've got the long sword that Baggi gave me, and I'm just sort of like almost using it as a stick at this point and just bringing myself over.
Yeah. Okay, so you kind of like open up the top. It's like got like 2 metal poles. You open up on like a leather bag, and inside you see a bunch of very heavy metal tools. You see that there is some wrenches, some screwdrivers. You can see there is a small drill bit in there. You see lots of like different large mechanical, for like large steam mechanical tools.
Baggi, is this any good to you? And just pulls out like two of the like medium-sized things.
Yes. And literally just like, bring it over.
I'll try. Pups tries to move this heavy bag.
Okay. Well.
I think you're fine to carry. Yeah, it's just a toolbox, so it's fine.
Okay.
But it just takes you a bit of time to kind of get around.
Just give me a second. Okay.
And I think this is whilst Big Phatts and Ashley are like opening up the first 2.
But after Baggi realizes that there's tools, she's like, guys, you can stop. I don't want you hurting yourself. Is there like a nice little wrench in the bag, in the tool bag?
So let me think about what toolkits you have in your normal kit. We can do a tool. We'll just do a tool.
Yeah.
Intelligence.
Oh my god, what have I got? I've got thieves' tools.
Yeah, we'll just use it as that because they're going to be like
Yeah.
sort of specialists. I'm going to call them like steam engine tools, essentially.
Okay.
So if you click one of those and just use the skill as intelligence.
Oh, hang on, it didn't want me to do that. Give me 1 sec.
That's all right.
Thieves tools. Let's do intelligence. Boom, boom, boom. This is the actual one. 20.
Lovely. So sort of like you start like jimmying the tops off, you put a wrench in and you stick a podger on the top, which gives you a little bit more and you kind of manage to kind of open up the top as you lift out this top metal piece. Yeah, I suppose I'm gonna have to say you have to use your hands to open it up from the top.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do another 5 damage, sorry.
That's fine.
You take 2 fire damage as you lift the top up. Inside, you can see 4 valves. You see a blue one,
Oh, God.
a red one, yellow one, and a green one. Over Evie doing puzzles. Okay.
Okay. Blue, yellow, red, and green.
I don't know. Which grey wire do you pick?
Oh, piss. Can I do like a little? Would it be like almost like a history check to see if she can remember anything that she's ever read about like colors of this sort of stuff, like these wires?
Yeah, sure. Let's do a history check.
What they might be used for. Would it be history? Yeah, I suppose it would, wouldn't it?
Right.
20.
I think it's more about like kind of how these types of engines might work.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's some sort of pump? Maybe there has to be some sort of fuel in.
Yeah.
There's some sort of coolant or ejection of something. And do you think there has to be a source and there has to be a way of it to go out, as in whatever it is you're pumping?
Yeah.
And that's as much as I'm going to give you at the moment.
Okay,
until
cool.
You start looking like deeper into this.
Okay. I think Baggi realizing that it's some sort of steam function. She knows that she needs to try and cut off whatever's fueling this whole thing at source. Because obviously, if there's a lot of pressure going on here and a lot of heat and potentially a lot of magic, because she knows that from before with the hair standing up all over her. So, do you know what? I actually think the best thing to do is to like touch the wires and work out if any of them are hotter than others or cooler.
Okay.
That's where my brain went, but this is who knows.
Okay.
Today.
Do you want to? So you're just gonna like literally touch them, almost like you would, lick your finger and touch on a live point. I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh mate, am I gonna die? I'm gonna die.
Which one are you going to? Which one are you gonna do?
Let's go yellow.
Okay. That's yellow. You don't feel very much.
Okay.
It seems very delicate, that one.
Okay.
Sort of like you touch it and it sort of feels almost like glass.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Let's do. Oh God. What
Is anybody else looking over as well at this? Sort of like, because Baggi, you're not on your own. You are here. You do have people around you.
Yeah, that's true. I should probably ask.
Phatts is looking over her shoulder, but I've now decided Phatts is entirely colorblind, so he's just looking in awe.
Right, good.
Yeah,
I'm going to say that
Ashley would be.
I'm going to say that Phatts would understand this type of system, considering it's kind of very similar to yourself. It's you've got exhaust pipes, you've got intake pipes, you've got things that actually are pulling liquids and oils around your body, and you've seen the inside of your body. Like, you can't say that Phatts hasn't been curious about the inside of his body at some points.
Puberty.
So yeah, puberty, war towards puberty. So I think that you kind of have the same sort of thought as Baggi does, of like, okay, there has to be these types of systems. Which one is which?
I generally go for if there's fuel coming in, it's probably the biggest one. Sorry to make that sexual.
Oh, I'm gonna have to use an
Um,
emoji on that one. I'm sorry, that is just so stupid.
That was so good. Okay, Baggi literally just looks at Phatts like,
What?
but then is also like,
I'm not thinking straight.
yeah, God, we need to get you some nicotine soon. Okay, great. Biggest one in is the fuel. So, is there a clear one that is slightly bigger than the others?
One that's slightly bigger than the others. No.
I don't think there would be. What about what they're made of?
Okay, well, I think a yellow one you think isn't metal.
Yeah,
You think
glass.
that's something else.
Something else.
The others, they look like metal. They look like metal anyway. You haven't touched them, so
So my thought is that one there, Phatts, the yellow one. Not that he knows. So she,
Gray one, yep.
yeah. That one. Don't
Yep.
really feel much from that at all. No heat, nothing. Seems quite delicate. Definitely not made of metal.
Okay.
So I think that's probably taking something out. I feel.
Right.
If it's taking out his magic, then I should be able to figure that out, I guess.
okay. So which one was it that you think is the outtake?
Yellow one.
Okay, so Ashley, you kind of place your hand towards it, I'm guessing, to see if you can feel it.
Yes.
And let's do an Arcana check then, please.
No.
You do.
Roll 20.
Yeah, you feel power. You feel magic.
Yeah. That one.
So that one is definitely taking
Mhm.
something out.
Yeah, it's taking out his magic. So would there be a way that we could reverse it?
Potentially. I was thinking of cutting off the source to whatever this is that's enabling it to take the magic out of him. So then we can get him out. But as long as we know
Want me to smash it?
No,
Why?
because you don't know what would happen. I have no idea what would happen.
We don't know what's going to happen, which one you're going to pick. We're in the same situation. I could just do this faster.
That could the magic that they're draining from him, they're obviously using to stop.
Don't give me your mumbo
Something.
jumbo. Just make a
Blah, blah,
decision
blah.
or I'm going to smash it.
No, don't smash it. Just give me 1 minute. 1 minute more to think.
Massimo turns and goes,
Oh, you please be quiet.
Oh, shut up. Why are you here?
Yeah, shut up.
Right, just let me think. Okay, so then there's 3 more. 3 more. What's that song? Wires coming out. Wires going in. Anyway.
Hammer first to base.
No, that was me. That wasn't Baggi doing it. Or maybe it was. Who knows?
Athlete.
so good.
Okay, right. I really fucking gotta work this out. Blue, red, green. Red means stop. Green means go. Blue is neutral. I would like to, because really, sorry, you're getting my inner monologue now. Because really, if that's one of them that's taking the juice out, are they really going to need 3 wires that are going to be doing input stuff? No, I don't think so.
Right here's my thinking, okay? There's fuel pumping the system.
Yeah.
There's magic coming out. There's some sort of coolant there as well to make sure the machine don't overheat.
Yeah.
And then the last one is for smashing.
Okay. Do you know what? Screw it. Let's
Smash it.
I'm thinking leave the yellow one. We choose another one and just go for it. chop it.
I think at this point, Pups leans forwards and rubs his head and looks up at the gnome and says, "Do you know how this works?"
Because I have no idea. I've never seen inside that box. I just know they have these connected into me. And he sort of raises his arm up. Do you in the sort of the light, Pups? What's your passive perception, Pups?
Ridiculous.
Okay.
Like, hang on. Oh, actually not that ridiculous. 18.
Yeah, I like that. You can see these wet red, like cables and red stuff coming out of his arms.
He's got red cables in his arms. Have you got a red cable over there?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the magic one.
It could be. The yellow one could be the coolant. Unless, would it be? It would probably feel cold, wouldn't it? Do you know what? I'd like to touch one more. And I would like to touch the... Okay, I'd like to touch the blue one.
Your hand goes towards it, and as you touch it, you hear this massive sizzle, even with your hands covered.
Shit.
As your hand begins to kind of burn, as your fingertips actually then get stuck through, as you pull your hand away. I'm just going to do the damage.
Oof.
So that's 1, 2, 3. As you take 9 fire damage.
Oh my.
As this thing is like roasting hot. Roasting hot.
Wow. Okay. She's literally like, and just starts
you know
like,
when you like your hand comes back
holding
and
it.
you're sort of like you're shaking because it kind of hurts. It's burnt so far.
Yeah, it's almost like the pain doesn't even hit instantly. It's like it takes a while and then it goes in deeper, and she's like, oh, cha. Okay, that one. Oh, that one's boiling. That one's absolutely boiling. So right, that has to be the. Oh, fuck. That needs to be the pressure one, but I think we need to get rid of that one. Oh.
Out of interest, how many wires or tubes are coming out of the gnome that we can see?
You can see there's loads and loads and loads coming off of him, and then it sort of disappears inside the metal box that he's lying in, and from there it's connected back to. You can see the tubes across from the metal part to the control room, and you imagine that's where kind of everything is going. But there's like loads of cables hanging out of him.
We're
Are
talking like.
Are they all red though?
They're all red. All of them are red.
Can't we just at least free him with the red before we start smashing stuff?
Yeah, just pull the red cable.
Do you just pull the
don't
red
touch
cable?
it. Don't touch it.
Hang on, Ashley, did you pull the red cable? Because you've done this. Okay, cool. As you pull it, as you rip it out, it suddenly starts leaking out all of this blood.
Oh shit!
As it's like spraying out everywhere. You can feel lots of magic. Lots and lots of magic as it is covering you completely. As you can see the gnome starts to like,
That was the blood one.
and he starts to almost scream in pain. I'll give you like all a round of actions to see if you want to do anything here.
Put it back! Put it back! Put it back!
Okay, let's do a sleight of hand.
Use a bomb for the love of God.
Yeah, can I use the bomb, please?
Yep, so 14. So you struggle to kind of feed it back in, and you just about manage to kind of get it in. It's just like, oh, please don't do that again. Please.
I'm out.
And you're covered in blood. I mean, you're coated top to bottom in blood.
Of course, the grey one was for the blood.
Oh.
Baggi, I think through all the panic, you've kind of looked down and you can now see that there is, it almost seems like there's something like a little flick, little switch that is flicking on and off now.
Okay.
You can't see what it's connected to. It's just going click, 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 click.
I mean, out of like sheer desperation and absolute chaos at seeing this blood spurting out, she's just going to attempt to turn it off, or at least just try and get it stable. Because I suppose if that's kind of making it all work together, if everything just stops, in theory, the gnome should be fine, and there's not going to be any kind of weird explosion. It's almost like everything needs to stop at the same time. So, but also she's pretty bad now. Like, she's feeling crap.
Okay, so let's do an investigation and see if you can figure out how to do this.
Okay. Oh, it's 25.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I think something that you do notice is that the yellow one, sort of logic dictates that the yellow one sort of leads around to this weird thing that's going click, 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 click. You have no idea why that's doing that. The red one, is the kind of connected to the thing. The blue ones, you can see that the blue cable also kind of comes out from the unit of where the casket he's in. I'm going to say that you think that one is the exhaust, or the coolant exhaust of the lava, which is feeding down below. I'm going to say with a 25, you kind of know that. I think if you know that if you cut that one off, the whole thing's going to blow up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The green one seems to kind of go out of the wall, and you lead it through until you can feel that it gets to the wall, and then it disappears.
Okay.
But I think the yellow one as well, you just don't understand. Those are the two that you're not quite sure about, the yellow one and the green one.
Okay.
And it's still going tick, tick,
Tick, tick, tick.
tick, 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 tick.
Okay, so blue one is a no-go. Red one is a no-go.
Absolutely.
So I'm thinking blue, coolant. Red is obviously his magic, his blood, his whatever they're taking out of him. The yellow one is something to do with this thing. It's clicking, sort of on and off. And the green one goes out completely, and I have no idea. In my head, I feel like the green one is the one to try and cut. I don't know why, but I feel like that's sourcing everything.
Well, I'm already covered in blood, so do you want me to pull it?
As the door suddenly starts to open in the side corner,
No!
as the door sort of swings open, 4 guards begin to run through. As Baggi, you start to realise what that tick-tick sound is.
Oh,
As the door opens up, you can hear whack, 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 as the alarms are going off across the entire prison. So could you all please roll initiative?
Oh, shit.
Of course, it was a fucking alarm.
And I will do the surprise round. I would do the waiting, the held action that Massimo had as well, so that we can get that straight off and done.
Great.
Okay. All righty.
Oh, man.
This was not the day for a puzzle day.
No.
Normally, I love puzzles.
You did really, really well. You were so close, like so close. But you've still got lots to do.
Yeah,
Right,
well, first of all, not die.
Okay, that's Massimo, and I'll do all the guards in one. Okie dokie. Let's just have a look at this turn order. 8, and we are all good to go, I think. Okay, so before we start, I think the fire newt, our wonderful friend Massimo, is going to fire off. He's going to try and do a spit fire towards one of these guys. He can't figure out anything else to do because he is too far away. But he panics as he sees this guard come in. Guard is then going to do a dex save. And he is successful. So the guard will only take 5 fire damage, which goes down to 2 fire damage. Okay, cool. Ashley, you see somebody suddenly burst through the door. I'm just going to change the music because we need a little bit more excitement in our life. So yes, Ashley, you just see somebody sort of burst in through the door. You're still covered in blood, and you're the opposite side of the room to the door itself.
Right. Okay. Well, just gonna. I'm gonna pull the green wire. What else can I do?
Cool. So you pull the green wire as the whole thing kind of goes and sort of completely stops and slows down. As you can see, the goblin, the gnome, sorry, is like, oh. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I pull? Can I break the glass one, or is that going to be a next turn round?
I'll let you break the glass one, but that will be your action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I break the glass one then, and
so you literally snap it with your fingers as it's made of glass. As you see inside, there is a tripwire that actually is connected through to an alarm. This one, as you smash it, the cables begin to wrap around your arm. Could you do a dexterity saving throw, please? Yep.
No.
So you are now grappled. As your hand is kind of wrapped up, and every time you pull it, you can hear the tick 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 as the alarm that you're triggering every time you're trying to pull it out. You are now grappled.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to say no, you're grappled, and if you fail this again, you're going to be restrained. Okay.
Okay.
As we move through to the Flame Guardians, the Flame Guardians are going to make their way in. One's going to go straight over to Massimo. One is coming into here and down. They're 30 feet. One is going to come in through here to get across. Yeah, they can get to there. And this one's going to come down towards Phatts. Alrighty. So they are now going to all do their attacks. Would you do 2 on Phatts first? Just get the character sheet up. Okay, so going with the long swords. First one, 23 to hit. So it hits with 10 slashing. On the second one, 16.
It makes it hits.
Another 9. The other one is
not looking good.
The other one's going to attack Baggi. The longsword. Ooh, takes 5 slashing damage. And they're going for the next one on Baggi also. And they miss as they try to slice across. And I think you're kind of like duck out of the way. The other 2 are going to attack on Massimo. And they're going in full heavy. So they're going with advantage. 16 hits for 4 slashing. Bless him. He takes a little hit. There's 4, and another one as well. Actually, I'm just doing all of these. So many attacks. That misses. Oh, attack hits 21 for 3. The other one attacks. They're like beating him pretty much like with police sticks here. Yep. So that is a total of 9, 13. And Massimo goes down. Okay. As we're through to Pups.
Oh, that's a snitch gone.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to try this. Pups is looking around at everyone and just pushes his hands together. And as he opens them, he's hoping that a little orb of key will appear.
Okay. So what you're trying to do with this at the moment. So we need to do a con save for a start to kind of use your key.
Okay. 18.
Yep, that's fine. So you're able to kind of pull your key together.
Lovely. And then as an action, Pups is going to use some Quickened Healing. Let me put that into the chat. There we go.
Then
So
roll a martial arts die.
so do I just roll the die? I just roll the 1d6.
Yep. So whatever your unarmed strike is, your martial arts die. Just roll that, and we'll see what you get.
Okay, hang on. This. So 9?
I think it's not 9.
Or just a flat?
It'll be a flat roll, but so it'll be 3.
3 plus my proficiency, so 6.
Yes. You get 6 hit points back, and you use 2 key.
Yes. Okay, let's bring me up to there. And then I'm going to head into this corner. That's my action. Yeah, I'm going to head into this corner and I'm going to hide.
Okay. Just so I can try and do a hide.
12.
You think you're fairly sure you're hidden.
Cool. That's my turn.
Alrighty. As we go through to Big Phatts. Big Phatts, you're pretty heavily surrounded at the moment.
The shove action.
Yes.
How far back do people get pushed if it's a shove?
I'm not actually sure. I think it might be 10. Let me just do a quick check.
I'm hoping it's 10.
Shove aside, combat options. Yeah,
that's shove aside when I was having a look, but
it's 5 feet.
couldn't see anything for push or shove.
Yeah, so that's probably the closest, because otherwise you use it'll be part of a feature. So it'll be like with a shield, a certain like shield features that allows you to shove people over and push them out of the way. But this one is more like shoving aside, which is what you can do without needing to. Actually, lost the writing on it. That's what you can do as any character can do. So you have a disadvantage on athletics check. If you are successful, the attacker moves the target 5 feet in a different space within reach, essentially.
Right. Yeah, 5 feet isn't. If it was 10, then I'd go for that. But
Okay.
I think Phatts is. I think he's just gonna. He'll move to here, and then I think he's actually going to dodge. You know.
Okay. You're not going to use your bonus?
No, I don't think so, because I figure with dodge I can maybe last another round.
Yep.
If I don't do it, then I'm not going to last another round.
Gotcha. Okay. Great. So we go through to our good old Fire Newt friend, who is going to do F-save throw. Yeah, he's successful. As we move through to Baggi.
Okay, so we knew that the sage was the source of this anti-magic field, and this contraption is now down.
Sorry, yes, Dan, you didn't need to do that on check. My apologies. You didn't need to.
Oh,
do that.
good.
Sorry.
So, being aware of this, and seeing how everyone's looking pretty battered and she's feeling pretty close to death, or at least going down, she's going to try and cast aid on her fellow peeps. So Phatts, Pups, and Ashley, which hopefully would give them 5 extra hit points for the duration. So the hit point maximum increases and the current hit point increases by 5 for 8 hours. Let me just see, because I've not actually cast this before. So how do I check for this how well I do?
Okay, well, let's have a look. Can you put it in the chat for me?
Yeah, let me chuck it in. Here you go. 1 action, 30 feet, share. Spell save, DC 14. Are you sure? Ah, it works. It works.
But tell me what it looks like, because I think that would be quite nice to see.
Yeah. Okay. So it's with Baggi's hand that is in utter pain. She's literally just holding it like to her chest with her other hand, and partly to sort of alleviate some of the pain, and partly because she's really, really concentrating and genuinely really hoping that this actually is going to work. And it's like out of her like fingertips, there's this white glow just starts appearing, and it's kind of firing out almost like, you know, with like lines like of light kind of escaping each little crack or whatever within her hands, and as it does so, the lights almost they start straight, and then as the spell kind of increases and she starts believing that it is actually going to work this time, and that hope, it suddenly these lines start like going and then focusing in on each individual person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's how it looks. It looks kind of beautiful. But Baggi's also in a lot of pain.
Okay.
A
So
lot.
everybody gets 5 temporary hit points on top.
Yeah.
That replaces any temporary hit points you had from before.
It's just hit points.
Is it just hit points?
Yeah.
It's
Hit points and hit point maximum.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Yep, so you'll get 5, and you get 5 extra on your hit point maximum.
yeah. As for anything else, I can't really move anywhere because that would provoke an opportunity attack. So I can't do anything else, can I? Could I at least ready an action? Probably not. No, I
No, I'm
can't.
afraid not.
All right. She's gonna brace herself. She's just gonna stand there and brace herself and think
Alrighty.
about where to go next. Yeah.
Okay, so through to... Oh, have I missed somebody?
No.
No. Okay, through to Ashley. So, Ashley, you've just seen Baggi cast a spell. I think.
Yes. Which is a bit, shocking, but yay. Okay. I don't know if I could do any spells whilst being grappled, can I?
Not really, especially those who have semantic. Like,
Yeah.
They don't have semantic. I'm looking about. Yeah, it's semantic, isn't it? Hand gestures.
Yeah. So the only thing she can do is try and get out of the grapple.
All right. So let's do either.
Isn't grapple just speed 0 and restrained is the one that you can't use?
Yeah, but we said specifically about this hand is what's actually being grappled at the
She's
moment.
caught by the...
Yeah.
Yeah. So usually you'd be right. It's just that, because it's this particular hand, they can't do those spells at the moment. So let's do either athletics or acrobatics. It's your choice.
Acrobatics.
For a DC 18.
Please.
Oh.
And nowhere near it.
So as you try to like pull, it then sort of like whips out and then starts climbing up your arm as it kind of comes all the way up to your shoulder as you are now restrained.
Help.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? Scream, help.
Help, scream help. That's it.
All right. So you scream out as the Eternal Flame Guardians begin to go in for their turns. All right. So one's going to kind of come down. It's along here. It goes past you, Pups. Here. I think I can get to that. Yeah. And turns around and is going to fire a crossbow at you. Heavy crossbow.
At me?
Yes.
All right.
Comes across. 20 hits, I think.
I will use my reaction to deflect missiles.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that down by 6, which misses.
Which brings it to 0, which means you can throw it, right? If you want to use a key point.
Oh yeah. If I reduce the damage, yes, I can. I will not use a key point because I only have one left.
Okay, cool. As he fires another one over at you as well. And that one misses completely.
That one misses too.
The other one comes in and stands in front of you and he's going to go in for attack. He uses bonus action to set a large sword.
Oh no.
He's going to come in with the flaming sword. 20.
Yeah, hits.
8 and plus 1 fire damage, and 9 total. And the second one comes in and misses as it's kind of slams into the wall next to you. As you're almost like this, and you sort of like get slammed with the fire, then you got to turn and it like clunks into the stone next to your head. Okay, so these, excuse me. So the other guards at the bottom by Big Phatts, I think they're going to come in. I think one's going to continue to attack Big Phatts. So they come in with their long sword, but with disadvantage. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, disadvantage.
Yeah. So that one misses. Second one comes through. Oh, it's that one. You can use your reaction if you wish to make an attack. This is a rule we use at our table.
Yes, please. So 100 Warhammer. No rage. Take that off. I don't think that hits.
Unfortunately not. It does not hit. As the other one goes in to attack Baggi, unfortunately. So that's who they were fighting before. Comes in, they roll a 9 and miss.
Yes.
And I think they turn around and go for another one.
Miss.
Ooh, and it misses. As it sort of and I think they sort of swing and like clang as they hit that pipe, and then swing as it like ching as the sparks come off of the sword from the stone wall. As we come through to Pups, who now has an opportunity to respond to his attacks from these Eternal Flame Guardians.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you're dead, I think is what's in the mind. Pups is thinking that in his mind, not me saying to you, Dan, that you're dead.
Well, let's see. Pups looks up and smashes his forearms together, and as he does, these like branches, almost like ivy-like branches, go all the way up both of his arms. He infuses his Eldritch Maul tattoo as a bonus action.
I've been given a disadvantage, so I now have a disadvantage, and anybody needs me to use it.
Amazing, thanks, Mama Thorpe. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to first use that inspiration that you gave me at the very start. To attack with advantage with my Eldritch Claw tattoos. So unarmed strike with advantage. Come on. Oh, this is so laggy. Natural 20.
There we are. 20. All right.
So that's 16 bludgeoning damage, and also why are you not rolling? So also 5 necrotic damage.
Yes. Okay. So that is going to hit hard. We come through a 21 in total against these guardians, knocking them down into bloodied. Wow. Hell of a hit, Pups. Hell of a hit.
Pups is not playing around now. I'm then going to use I'm going to do my second attack, and I'm going to use my bomb to go with advantage again.
Yeah, I thought you would. Look.
Unarmed strike number 2, 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
For 13 bludgeoning damage. I'm going to throw Fury of the Small on top of that as well for another 5.
Lovely. So they're looking pretty screwed over. You reckon one more hit will do it?
One more hit I do not have.
Well, you've spent key points, haven't you? In this round.
Yes.
So you still have the opportunity to use. Oh, your Fury of the Small, is that a bonus?
Oh, Fury of the Small just happens. I've used the bonus action to infuse my tattoo. However, final key point, let's roll the dice, stunning strike.
Oh, yes, of course, always. Do you want me to do both of those? I mean, you can do any hit, so...
It's one key point at a time.
Okay. Do a con save. 19, so that was on the first hit.
That's my last key point.
Oh.
Because I wasted the ones that I didn't use in the anti-magic thing, right?
Yes, it's true. Oh, I'm such a bastard. Okay. Alrighty, yeah, so unfortunately they save and they do not stun, I'm afraid. God, I was really hoping that you were going to get stun in because we haven't seen a stun on here for a while and it would have been nice. But unfortunately not, no. Should we move? Anything else you'd like to do, Pups?
Yes. Because I'm going to get wailed on anyway. So what Pups is going to do is going to make a break for it.
Okay. Give him the opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a flaming sword, sorry.
Shit.
I'm going to have to add on some fire damage to that as well.
That's okay.
Okay, sorry, mate.
That's all right. I roll that dice.
It doubles up because of the crit. So he comes in with a 20. I'm just going to mark my 20s on with my emojis because, hey, I've been doing it the whole way through and it's my 20s this time. Okay.
I'll drink to that. Oh,
yes, mate.
Can I give you disadvantage? No, there's no point. There's no point. I won't.
Okay. So you take a total of 14, 16, 20 damage. As just
Pups is
land
down.
over. As Pups goes down.
I was going to try and run over and give Phatts some advantage, but I was like,
Okay, so as we're at this point, as we see the great monk fall, I think this is time that we're going to take a little break. And we're going to be back in about 5 minutes time. So as I said before, if you are watching over on Facebook, do pop over to Twitch and get involved with the action. If you're watching on Twitch, we really love you guys. We appreciate you here. Give us a quick follow, give us a quick subscribe, and do chat onto the thing. As you see, we are in the middle of this battle, in the middle of a fight, and we shall return and find out how these guys will get out of this particular predicament. And I shall see you in about 5 minutes time. Where bye-bye.
bye.
Welcome back, everyone. Oh, yummy, 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 yummy. Okay, so yes, we are in the middle of this battle. Thank you for the little break. I hope everyone got themselves a cup of tea, a gin, or a beer, and got themselves some crisps or some raw chili or whatever it is that Rob Thompson is eating. And we're gonna go jump straight back into our fight as we continue on, seeing that Pups has fallen. Oh, and you've gone all little on the stream. There you are. Bring you back out again. Hello, mate. You're like tiny
Fury
pups.
of the small.
You were tiny, tiny pups. Okay, let's just try that again. Great. All right, lovely. All right, so we're going to continue back into the fight. So, watching as Pups falls from the hit, from as he tries to escape the grasps of these horrible flame guardians, or the prison guards, as we say, as we go on to the next turn, which I believe is Big Phatts, the big warrior, comes in, the metal man himself.
So Phatts has just seen a small goblin-shaped cigarette fall to the floor and is stood on by an eternal flame guardian, and it boils his blood. So Phatts is gonna go into rage, and his ancestral guardians, 3 cigars rising from the ground, mid smoke, as he tries to puff on them, but they are translucent and not made of anything. So he's going to take his warhammer. He's going to hit the one beside Bags.
And to remind you, you have your bombs there if you wish to use them.
Yeah, go on. I'll use one.
Mm-hmm.
One-handed warhammer. 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 hits.
Great. For 11 bludgeoning. Oh, with rage. Actually, shit.
Yep.
Forgot that I had that on.
Add another 2, is it?
That's another 2, yeah.
Yep, okay, so that's 13.
13.
It's a big old slash from Big
Well,
Phatts.
you just wait, because I've got an extra attack as well. Here we go. Non-advantage, just for the crack. 15 to hit.
Unfortunately, 15 does not hit. As you sort of like chink into their armor with your with your second hit.
Okay. And that is everything. Unless this wouldn't really be a flank, would it? Oh, what happened?
No, it's not a flank. Wouldn't be a flank, I'm afraid.
Grand. Cool. That's Phatts done.
Okay, so we were just talking about this. So just what's his name now? Massimo. That's okay. I based him off Gisago from Aladdin, and now every time I say his name, I think it's Gisago, but it's not. It's Massimo. So so Massimo eyes sort of open as he rolled a 20 on his death saving throw, allowing him to reawaken with 1 hit point. He's lying on the ground. He is unable to do any other action, but he is awake and he is up. As we move through to the Gear Mage, as we see the Gear Mage, Popsy, sort of like raise up, and he sort of sits up. You can see all of these like ping, 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 as all of the tubes and pipes and everything and cables sort of start coming off of him. As he raises his hands into the air and sweeps across his hands like this, he draws a huge circle of blue light as he casts Mass Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so everybody's going to take 19 hit points.
Oh my god, that's great.
So that increases.
19.
Massimo's up. As he sort of like, I think he's going to spend the rest. He sort of like raises, puts his hand like this as you feel all of these like blue ribbons of light kind of sweep around and sort of touch and go into your back as you start feeling more healthy, as those wounds begin to kind of close up. He's going to spend the rest of his turn just taking off unplugging everything. You also notice that inside all of the blue, there's like flowers and like bits of leaves that sort of flow with the magic. And that seems to be his kind of main magic style. As we go through to Baggalina.
Boom, is it Magdalena? Well, she's feeling a lot better now, darling. Right. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to... Do you know what? Screw it. I'm going to cast a little cantrip. So, Baggy's actually going to go for this one. Not the one directly next to her, surprisingly. She's going to try and return the favour and help Big Phatts out. And she's going to attempt to cast Poison Spray, which we'll see how it goes. But I need a con saving throw, please.
What number are you looking for?
I'm looking for 14.
14, okay. Go.
Mm-hmm.
And they roll a 12 and fail their con save. So, so how much damage do they take?
Let me just do the little roll, and then I'll tell you how it looks. Oh, where's it gone? Poison spray. Here we go. So, whoa!
23. Well,
Yes.
I'm obviously going to have to put some emotes in there for that. So
11 and a 12.
12.
there we go. Wow. Obviously. Okay, so it's 23 damage. Wow. That is a huge...
cantrip.
On a cantrip.
From
Oh
a
my goodness.
cantrip. That's insane. Amazing. And do you know what? I like to imagine it because I think Poison Spray normally would be coming from one of Baggy's weird and wonderful things that she's created. But I think this time, having felt like the healing powers from our lovely Sage, it's almost like as she looks at her hand and she physically sees her hand healing from the burns, it's almost like her like, you know, the little the prints on her fingertips kind of start almost like seeping and bubbling with this like acid, like any sort of acidic stuff from her is just coming out, and she just hurls it towards that guy's face, and it just completely covers him, and it's all smouldering and bubbling and gross.
Perfect. Love it. Is there anything else you'd like to do on this turn?
Again, can't really move anywhere. Oh, wait.
Yes, you could. You could give me advantage.
That might provoke an opportunity attack.
It won't.
It won't.
Sure.
If you step up 1 square, you would then give him advantage, and he would
Oh,
still be
shit,
in range.
of course.
As long as you're in range, then it still works.
And
Great.
that lad can't attack you either because my ancestral guardians were out and I attacked him. So
Perfect. Then thank you ever so much for that, Rob. Yeah, Baggy's just going to
no,
do...
thank you.
Thank you. She's going to step or change there. Just one. She's very pleased with herself.
Amazing. Alrighty. So Ashley, so you're across the other side of the control room. You see that there is a guard 10 feet away from you to the north. You've just been healed, although you didn't have that much damage to begin with. And you've got the other 2 across the way from you as well.
Yeah. I'm now restrained, aren't I?
You are still restrained, yes. Your speed is 0.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other parts are restrained. I should know these things. My apologies, everyone. Restrained. Oh, tied up. Let's have a look.
Yep.
Something tells me I'm not spelling it correctly. Rules. No, I still can't find it. Why can't I find it?
Okay. Well, I think either way, I think she's just going to be like trying to panic less. She's trying to calm down a little bit, and then she's going to ready a cantrip sword burst.
Oh, okay.
So if anyone gets within 5 feet of her, that's just going to go off.
Okay, so if it's restrained as your speed is 0, you can't benefit from any bonus of speed. You can attack. But the creature, you have disadvantage on that attack. Like any creature attacks you has advantage. and you have disadvantage on any dex saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to hold a cantrip.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So anything else you'd like to do? I think that would probably be it, I imagine.
Yes.
Great. Righty, so we move through to the Flame Guardians time. They come around so quickly, don't they?
Come around
So I
so
think-
fast.
This one's going to come down to here and it's going to attack you, Ashley, with advantage. They sort of look at
Does
you and a bit like, and they say, "Oh, it's been a while, Princess, but I've been wanting to do this." He sort of like turns and attacks you with his long sword. 21, does that hit?
Just a little bit.
Yep, so it's for 4 slashing as he goes in for his second attack. Oh, that's a nat 20! As he hit for 6 plus 7, so it's 13 slashing damage. I need to put that in my own emojis. So there we are. Give it some 20s in. 20s. Yes, I am so mean. Remember, I do have my disadvantage sat on here. If you want me to use it at any point, please do tell me to use it. So he hits through for that one. The one by you, Pups, is going to go in for some attacks.
Does Jess's attack not trigger?
Yeah, does my sword burst not go off?
Sword burst, yes. Does it have any semantic components?
No, it's just verbal.
Amazing. So, yep, so it explodes off. So what do you need?
Dexterity save.
Amazing. Yes, I love sword burst. It's one of my faves, actually. Oh, and they save it, I'm afraid. So it's a save or suck, isn't it? Yeah, it's a save or suck.
Yeah.
So take no damage. Is this sort of like you go? Do you know what I mean? It's these like swords that kind of come out.
Would it,
Panicking too much.
however, would it possibly cut the thing that's holding Jess to the yoke?
Oh,
But let's
there
said
you
a lot
go.
of descriptive words there.
What I'll do is
Himself.
I will roll a 20. I'm going to put some minuses on it, and we'll see from there. Actually, roll a strength, roll an athletics for me, Jess.
Oh, athletics. 'That's my best
Ooh.
roll today.
15. Okay, so what I was actually thinking in my head was any amount over 12 was going to be a minus on this roll. So we'll see what happens when we roll this dice, and we'll see if it does cut it or not. Yeah, it slices through as you are now become free.
Yay!
Very, very nice. Very, very
Yay!
nice. So do not tell me that I'm not a nice DM, because I do things nicely sometimes. Apart from you, Rob, you can't say that. So we move through. I think that's your go completed. Oh no, you weren't a go.
How
That
much,
was your.
No, it was your go. How much damage was that in total? Can't remember. 6, 7, and 4. So 18?
17.
17.
17. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Have you got that on yours yet? Hasn't come through on our screen yet. All right, I think. Let me just double check this token. Oh, there it is. Whoa. Oh yeah, that did hit you. Okay.
That was 20 gone. That was taking 20 off.
So add 3.
Done.
There you go. Don't worry, it's just maths. We'll just all figure it out.
Maths.
Just maths. I'm not good at maths.
Together.
Yeah, some of us are good at maths, some of us are good at maths, so we'll just take our time. Okay, so the other internal flame guardian that is going to now attack Pups with their flaming sword.
I'll give you
Okay.
disadvantage on this first one.
Good, because I think it's a big one. Oh yes! Do you want to use your reaction to hit me?
Yes, I do.
Yep.
17.
I think that meets it hits.
So 18 damage.
18 damage as they just drop to the ground. And it's just like, so do tell me what that looks like as they try to like swing at you with their sword and like massively miss. Like I say, the setup is the sword like gets into the wall and gets stuck as they try and pull it, and that's your opportunity.
Yeah, or Pups is still on the ground. Like it's just come back to life.
Oh, oh no, it would be the same. It'd be a straight roll. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So I gave and like the sword sort of goes in, and Pups just sort of like just lolls to one side, and it jabs in next to his head, and then just looks up and just boots this guy in the balls. And the Eldritch tattoo sort of like goes down his thigh and just gives him that little extra force damage to send him into a spin and onto the ground.
Very, very nice. Alrighty. So here we are with the other Flame Guardians across the way. Seeing you step behind them, Baggi, they are a little concerned about why you've stepped behind them, so they're going to go in for some attacks on you. 23 hits.
Yeah.
Cannot. It has to be with disadvantage because of the Ancestral Guardian.
Oh, okay. So 10.
Does not hit.
Okay, and we're going for another one. 18.
That one does hit, yeah.
8 slashing damage. As he sort of
You also have
turns.
resistance to these attacks, Baggi.
So you take 4 slashing damage. Thank you, Rob. It's really good that you've got this kind of down because we've never seen it in action.
No,
realised-
it's never worked. They always
No.
just come for me.
Yeah, and it's also you tend to kill them off so quickly, so then the effects we don't see the effects go on. So this is great. I'm really liking the Ancestral Guardian Barbarian, by the way. This looks like, really into it. All right, so the other one then is going to attack you, Big Phatts.
Great.
So they come in with their longsword twice. First attack is 18
Hits.
for 6. Is that 6?
I'll take 3.
3. Yep, and then I'm going to use a bomb on this one to make it advantage.
Right.
I want to try and get a crit. No, 19. So for 5, so that's for 2.
Sweet.
So that one is Joe done. Alrighty then. So that's all the Flame Guardians. As we come through to Pups. Pups, you are finally free.
Yeah, Pups gets up half his movement and is pissed. Like just these, like, you can't really tell if they're like veins or ivy tendrils with this tattoo. Pups is having a real Wolverine moment and just goes running in the direction of this guardian attacking Ashley. I can only do half my movement, so I can't get into flanking. So I'm just going to come 5, 10. I'm going to come to there and just start almost like unleashing shadowboxing style. And as that happens, the Eldritch Claw tattoo just comes out 3 tendrils and just takes massive swipes at the guard. The first one, thank you, Mama Thorpe, is going to be with advantage.
Lovely.
So this is the first one. 18.
Yep, that hits.
For 12 damage.
Lovely.
The second one, 17.
Meet to hits.
For 15 damage.
Lovely.
And the third one, 19.
Okay, cool. Did
For
you need
18
to reactivate your tattoos because you went unconscious?
There's nothing in the... I checked it in the break. There's nothing in the rules that says... I can only use it once per dawn, but there's nothing in the rules that says if I go unconscious, it stops. It's just infused for a minute.
Okay, so for a minute. Okay. I need to remember that. All right, cool. So that will take another 18.
18.
Oh, do you know what? There's a magic number 18. Because it can also sort of say another number, which is like, what does that look like?
Yeah! I think, Pup just comes screaming forward, and it's just, there's almost something quite feral, like scratching these things through, almost getting like a glimpse back of Pups, sort of back in the day when he was sort of scrabbling for food, and he's just in pure feral fight mode, and these tendrils are just like lapping forward, sort of like a light green energy just like cuts them forward, almost one of those things like Final Destination style where it just goes once and then they just fall into like a cheese wire.
I'm going to stick some monk punches on that one. There we go. Yeah, lovely. Alrighty. So, I think that's you done.
10. I've got 20. I've got 10 more feet of movement. So just carrying on. It just starts running. It starts making the way around to start running round to the other guards.
Okay, so that's 10, 20. So you got 40 feet movement total, usually. Is that right?
Yeah.
Great. Yep, so you get to there as we come through to Big Phatts. You have still got these two in front of you.
Phatts is going to stay on the one that has he has advantage on. Is going to go Warhammer once. 24.
Yep, that hits.
For 11 damage.
Wait.
And Numero does.
Yep, that hits.
25 for 6.
Another 6 damage. Fantastic. Anything else you like to do, Big Phatts?
No, but the ancestral guardians are now like dancing happily. They've grown like little happy faces, and they're just going like smoke me," as they're dancing around. And Phatts is just getting more and more angry.
Massimo's going to stay on the ground and play dead like he's asleep. He's going to play as if he is already dead. Right. Gear Mage. Yes. Yes. Spells and ting. Right. So, let's have a look. What can I do? Yeah, I'm going to get some mage armor on, I think. He's just sort of like building himself up. There we go. So he sticks his mage armor on and he starts to move along these pipes. I'm going to make him do some tests, do a check to see if he can get across this pipe. Saving throws. Quite a high dex for a mage. Oh yeah, he's fine. As you just see you see Popsy start to kind of walk across the pipes over the lava and get over to the control room. And you also see that his body seems to be covered in like autumn crackly leaves that are blue, and that's kind of like his mage armor that's kind of come on. Baggi.
Nice. Do you know what? Do I want to get this guy? I think I do. Baggi. Actually, no, I tell a lie. I'm not. Sorry, I'm talking out loud again. She's going to go for that dude in the corner. I know that there's someone right there, but I feel like there's a nice thing going on. We're like taking it in turns. You hear him? Yeah. I hear him. You hear him? I hear him. Yeah. So, once again, she's going to go for a ye olde poison spray. So I need a con saving throw. Por favor. We're looking for less than 14. Come on.
Oh, he beats it.
Yeah.
He beats it, I'm afraid. So 14.
Bastard.
So he takes no damage, I'm afraid.
Never mind. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to stay where I am. And I'm going to shout to Pups to kick Massimo on the way over. She's convinced that he's not actually dead. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
We're doing all the work.
All right. And we go through to back at the top of the round. So we're on to Ashley.
Cool. So magic spell. Yay. I'm going to try and cast magic missile.
Yes. Who are you hitting?
Splitting it between the two dudes.
Okay. So who's taking? Is it 3 or 4 you get?
It's 3, isn't it? And this one, yeah. So, so 1d4 to the guy that they're sharing, and then 2d4 to the guy who's not being seen to.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you hit it, it should start rolling up. Yeah. So you get 2. It's like, what do your magic missiles look like as you kind of firing them off? By the way.
So they're like little darts with what would be, you'd think, feathers and like a dart thrower, but it'd just be like little blue flames instead.
Pew, pew, pew. Cool. That's one that kind of hits in between those two, and then the other one takes 2 more.
Yes.
Let's roll those up as well.
Hold on. Oh, close my character sheet down before I even did anything. Sorry, laptop's going very, very slow. Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's for 9. And could you roll on the wild magic table for
Yes,
me,
I can.
please?
Ooh.
Look, 13. Okay, let's have a look and see what was on the wild magic table. I haven't actually used the wild magic table for.
Is it not a D100?
Oh, is it? Yeah, I just did it. I was like, oh yeah, it's a D100, isn't it?
Please. I just looked at a number. I'd have no idea what you guys roll.
15.
Okay. Oh, no, it's not magic surge, is it? No. Wild magic. 15. It's quite a low number.
That means nothing really
a
happened.
theme of the whole session.
Yeah.
You grow a
Actually,
beard.
I actually can't find it. It's not on the system. This is really. Roll 20. Why haven't you got a wild magic table
Magic
anywhere?
table.
There we are. Got it. 15. Oh, you cast. Oh no! For the next minute, you gain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns.
Oh yay!
Yeah. Yes. There we go.
I'll take that one.
As it's sort of like as you kind of hit this, like it's almost like a sub-atomic boom, sort of somewhere, sort of in your ears, almost like your ears popping, you know.
Mhm.
And like you suddenly feel great. You suddenly start to feel like you're getting healthier. You have no idea where that magic came from. It just sort of come through. Great. Anything else you'd like to do?
Could I use my movement to climb over the little metal bit? Yeah.
I would say those 3 things are like full terrain. So it's 3
Yeah.
units.
So so just probably get to there. Yes. Half
Yes.
movement. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
That's my
Okay.
go.
The Guardians, and they're all going to go and have attack on our big Phatts, I think. Okay, let's have a look. First attack. 17.
Hits.
Okay, we swing to here. The second one with advantage, and we're going to take a. You can have an opportunity attack if you want, Baggi.
Yes, please. Can I try and smack him with the wrench?
Yes, yeah, of course. It's an improvised weapon, so if you hit, it'll only be like 2. But
I
go
mean,
for it.
we'll give it a go. What shall I use? Just something like.
Yeah, something like a dagger.
I've got a
something.
dagger. I've got a dagger.
No, I don't think you do.
I thought.
Did she pick up a longsword in the last one off the previous guards?
But you gave it to you.
Gave it to you. I swear I had a dagger. I got that from nowhere. Okay, yeah, I'll roll.
Shit.
I'll roll as if it's a dagger, but.
Yeah.
11. Doesn't it?
Ooh, it misses, I'm afraid.
Never mind.
Okay,
Either
so
go.
then the second attack to Big Phatts comes in with advantage. For a mighty 1 slashing damage. As
Big hits.
I see, it's going to be a crit now you said that, Rob. Okay, so the other one's going to come in for attacks on you as well. 23, so 7, so that's 3.
Yeah.
As we come in for the last attack, which is...
Oh, it's a
this is,
Ah,
Yeah, got
it's a crit.
and that is for 11 to 5 damage. I need to do my old emoji because 20s. Anyone can do those, by the way. They are sat in our emojis, so you can give us 20s, etc. So, how are you looking, Big Phatts? All right. Ooh.
Still alive.
Yep. As we come through to Pups.
Pups is just full blown like Naruto running round the corner. Here's what Baggi has to say, and as he runs, like kind of steps on Massimo as he goes. just to see if it wakes him up.
Because he goes, oh, as you run past.
I think as he runs past, Pups is just like, he's awake. And comes into flanking and unleashes unarmed strikes, still with the tattoo raging with advantage. 26 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
That's for 13.
Okay, that's good. You seem to be hitting these magic numbers, you know. Oh, wrong person. Don't worry about that. Hang on. 13. Oh, magic numbers. So, tell me what that looks like then, please.
Phatts, as this one unloads onto you, you just sort of see these two ivy tendrils just go through the back of the head and into the eyes, and then pull the eyes back through the body as they drop. You just see Pups
It's absolutely knackered. Okay, so you've got... I'm not sure how this works with extra attacks, because you now have nobody in range, so...
Not necessarily.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
was I? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I can move to here.
There is an interesting thing about extra attacks and multi-attacks. Let me just see if we can confirm this.
Okay.
Give me a section. Because actually the extra attack is coming from the attack action, not that you can attack twice. Not that you're taking an action break in an action. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I have been reading about a few things about, because I know that if you have a creature that has multi-attack, like the Tarask, for instance, that we played before, and it attacks somebody, and then there is no one around to attack on the multi-attack, it loses the other attacks.
Interesting.
So I was trying to figure out if this would be something that works here. That you've attacked, you've completely decimated somebody. Can you move? I mean, I suppose I moved, didn't I, when I used the guard? Let's do a bigger part of discussion of this as we continue with your movement.
Okay.
And do the second attack, and then we'll see from there. And we'll have a little chat and figure out what rules we want to sit with going forward.
Fair.
Perfect.
Yeah, sounds good.
Just to kind of keep things moving as well. But it is a conversation. It's an interesting conversation to throw into the mix.
I like it. What I like about this channel is the fact that we don't always do rules as written, but we like to have fair is fair on each side of the rules. So if it's if we do that for one, we do that for the other.
Yeah.
All right. Second attack, 28 to hit.
Yep.
12 damage.
Oh, okay. Cool.
How are they looking?
What, do you want to do a history? Do you want to do a medicine check?
No, I do not. I want to punch them with my bonus action.
All right, cool.
Oh, only 12.
Misses.
And
You punch
I think
action.
Yeah, I get one free unarmed with my bonus action without using key points. It's only if I do flurry of blows. This is the stuff that you asked me when we were turkey rasting.
Yeah, because I was trying to do that attack, and you said I couldn't do it.
Oh no, that was for you can do it for free. You can't do it with you if you want the fourth attack. That's when it's with key.
Yeah, because that was what I was trying to do before. I'm going to check this out now because I've now got really confused about monks.
How to monk?
Yeah. All right. So this is using a where is it? Sorry, everybody at home. I know we're having a little bit of a break. Martial arts. When you use your turn, you can make an unarmed strike as a bonus action. Great. Yeah, this is what I was trying to do. This is why I questioned it all.
But I think it was the use of the bonus action.
Right.
Because I think it was then other things that you were trying to do with it.
Oh, I see. Oh, doing like a push and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Great. Perfect.
But either way, it misses. Hang on, I've got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm just going to get right up in this person's grill and just be like...
Alrighty. Okay, we go through to Big Phatts. Big Phatts, you've now got one left in the room.
Phatts is going to try disarming action. So
Okay.
your athletics or acrobatics against my attack action. He's going to go reckless for this because he's
Okay.
pissed off.
All right. So
here
you do.
we go.
This is your attack action. It's 24.
24.
So they've got to beat 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to unless they crit it. Oh, as they drop their flaming sword on the ground.
So that sword drops, and the warhammer goes straight up and pushes into the neck of the guard. Will you allow me some sort of speech?
Yeah, you've now disarmed and you have now stopped the fight. So I'm going to have to go out of turn order here.
Great.
Where are our belongings?
They will be with the warden.
And where is the warden?
He said that he'll be waiting for you at the exit. He smiles.
You don't by any chance have a smoke on you, do you?
He goes, shakes his head.
And that hammer just pushes straight into the back of the neck, like to kill.
As he sort of like, you just see his neck like crunch. As he just slides down. There's no blood.
Yeah.
He just slides down the wall and sits on the ground. As you look around, you hear this. As Massimo sits up, I'm going to do a little performance check on him actually, see how well he does. Because none of you have actually I'm not sure if any of you actually have done an insight on him yet. So let's see, it's charisma.
I was just about to, because I know he's awake.
Oh, yeah, no. It sounds like it's like proper crocodile tears sort of thing. But then you also hear, thank you. I really appreciate that. As you look over at Popsy Flufferbottom, as he stood on the top. Every time, Evie, you just can't help yourself but have a little giggle. As he looks over, and you can see he's sort of shirtless at the moment. You can see all of the scars of all of the things that he's connected to him. And he's like, "You're trying to escape."
Yes.
Well, I assume that the magic barrier will be down now. But if that is the warden that is waiting for us at the exit, it will be a tough fight.
Will you come with us and break out of this prison?
I really think I would like to stay here any longer than we actually should.
Good. Thank you for your help.
And he looks around and he sort of goes down to one of the guards and sort of grabs a bits of clothing to sort of cover themselves. And you notice he's sort of creating some sort of hood. And they also go over and they take the goggles that are on these guards and take them. As they sort of like, well, my knees aren't what they used to be, but I'm sure I can keep up.
What are those for? And she points to the goggles.
The great boiling red sun. Rather bright outside.
How many guards were there? 4.
4.
How many of us are there now? 1.
6.
6. Wow. Massimo's not getting any.
I think actually you think in your head like, what the hell are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
It's just the sun.
Fine. Can me and my friends have them?
Sure.
Cool. So you go around and you collect all of those. So now I've got a pair of imagine reverse goggles of night. They sort of they're sunglasses. They kind of make sure that you don't have. You could also use these for anyone who has light sensitivity, I think, as a trait. But here they just literally make sure you guys can see out in the wastes outside.
And they make sure we look cool, right?
Yes. We bag it. These are the circle goggles you've always wanted.
Oh, mate, I love them. They immediately go on, and then I can't see anything, and then I take them off again and save them for later.
All right. So you can now kind of leave this room. So I think you all kind of go up. I'm going to get rid of these guys because they're annoying me. This room up here. Yeah. With our good friend. And of course, Massimo at the back. As you kind of come into this large room, there is some details in here. It's not an empty room, I'm afraid. And I know you wanted it to be an empty room. But along the way, you can see that there is a spiral staircase that leads upwards at the end of the room. But in the center of the room, I'm just going to do a big circle. I've literally had this thought now. There we go. There is a big rock in the center of the room, which is restricting the flow around. So it's actually 3 to 5 feet on each side. And it's sort of a way, I think you think of it as a way of being able to monitor and slow the flow of people through up this way. But you see this huge rock, almost looks like a stalagmite.
Tight.
Might. Yeah, because it's sort of coming upwards, and it's like a big tall piece like this.
Do we need to? Do you get the impression that we can't get round it, or it would just slow our flow?
I think it would slow your flow, but do you want to have a quick? Do you want to look at it? Have a bit of time?
Yeah, go on. I'll have a little stare at it. Nah, 6.
6. Alrighty. Just give me 1 second.
It's gonna bite me, isn't it?
You're dead because you looked at the rock.
1 second. Oh, my finger's being very slow today.
I think Pups sees the spiral staircase at the end of the room and instinctively puts his hand across Baggi in protection.
Yep.
Careful.
A single tear.
Hang on, I can do it that way.
Immediately evaporates.
You're really trying to figure out how to do something. Look, just rolling the dice now. There we go. Cool. Yeah. So it has this kind of sense of you could get around it, no problem. It's just going to be a bit of a tight squeeze. I think it'll be a bit like difficult terrain. You can't seem to see anything else in this room other than the kind of the spiral staircase at the back.
Could Baggi sort of use her vague knowledge of buildings? I mean, I don't know if it'll work in the fire plane. To sort of try and work out the way out.
Yeah, you think that
it is that way.
End.
It's up the staircase.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're probably gonna have to go single file.
Way before we go anywhere. If they're keeping any other prisoners on this floor here, it might be worth trying to free them. I think we're best served with trying to overpower them with sheer number. I am not doing too well on the health front.
I think with that Baggi, you would know you'd have to kind of go back on yourself and get in and find another way around this prison in order to do something like that. You can do it. It just is like you're going to have to go backwards.
Okay. Well, if that's the way we want to play this, we're going to have to retrace our steps. because there won't be any other prisoners here. Popsy,
Yes.
do you remember for sure that's the way out up there?
He looks over. I'm going to do a quick history check with them. I'm sure they'll be fine with the history check. Surely. Let's have a look. Intelligence. He looks
Oh,
up
yeah.
and it's like, it was a while ago. It came down those stairs there. But I'm sure it looked different. That stone there wasn't a stone. Or was it? He kind of like can't quite remember what it is.
Can I do a quick perception on the stone, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, and do you know what? I'm going to use my bomb.
Okay.
Nice.
Why not? Here we go. Come on, it's a 24. Oh, my god, no, I can see things. No.
Okay.
No.
So, Baggy, you managed to see a tendril come towards you, and you managed to evade it with that roll. So it takes one of them out. Big Phatts. Okay. So that would be the 15. So 11. That doesn't hit you.
It doesn't hit me. No.
No. Okay. Actually, no. These are with advantage because of its always surprise. So it'd be 11 wouldn't hit you. 20 Pups, would that hit you?
Hits me.
So you're now grappled.
Okay.
And then the other one would be 11 for Ashley, and it does not. As you see a roper standing in front of you. So let's go into initiative then.
Oh,
no.
bloody hell. We should have gone back like Phatts said. Run away.
Oh, Pups.
Pups.
Okay. Lots of fighting today, I'm afraid.
Lord of fighting.
Yes.
Fight.
You should get through this nice and easy, though, I'm sure.
Wow.
Okay. Let's do Massimo as well.
Oh, still alive, is he?
Yes. Okay,
Let's
we all
just throw
done?
him in.
At the back, ready to run.
Give it that. Okay, I think we're all in. Baggy, Ashley, Pups. Yes. Let's go into descending order. Baggy, is now your turn. As you suddenly hear this, what you
Lovely.
see is like a stone that is now got a huge mouth inside the center, and it has these like tendrils that are swinging around. One of which has got kind of Pups held, like swinging in the air. I'll show you what they look like. They look terrifying. Is it Control Z? Nope.
I've got a roper in one of my Magic the Gathering cards. They look quite terrifying.
Yeah, they're not great. Let's go back to there. I think, how do I do this? How do I get it so everyone can see it? Command, Control, Z? No, that goes backwards. Sorry, everybody. There is a way of like getting this token to be seen.
Yes, Mama thought I'd love to do that. Put Massimo in first, so he's being attacked, and then you go around him.
I love Mama
Yes.
Thorpe. See,
Yeah.
Mama Thorpe
Yeah.
is savage.
That is genius.
Ah, there we go.
Yuck.
Yeah, so that's what you're kind of coming up against. It's sort of like a stone octopus with teeth. Gotcha?
Yeah, lovely.
Great.
Okay, great.
Kind of
So,
looks like a sentient poo.
Yeah, all that, I suppose, yeah.
2 cents on it anyway.
Okay.
oh god, I'm never gonna look at poo the same again. Okay. So poor Pups is wrapped up and being flung around, right?
Yes, that's correct.
That's not good. Baggy's going to fuck it, yeah. Just gonna cast Chaos Bolt Boom. Just because
Yeah,
she
mate.
can. At the tendril.
Okay,
That specifically that has the old pups. 23.
Yep, 23 just hits.
It can only be cast at level 1 for me because I've lost the spell slots. 13.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, lush. That's lush. That.
That is lush. Right,
Um,
slams into
I
the
need to
side.
choose what type of damage it is.
Okay,
Either.
choose wisely.
Yeah, that's the thing. Right. Oh, friggity frig. What does it look like? I'm gonna go force actually.
Perfect.
Force
Always.
is the one. Yeah.
Oh, Chaos Bolt. You need to roll a dice. Don't need to do Chaos Bolt. You need to roll a d8.
Oh, is that what I do? Oh, yes, sorry. It's been such a long time. It really
It's all right.
has. Yes,
There we
I
go.
roll the D8. That's the one. Where's my... Oh, sorry. 1 sec.
You're not worried.
1 D8. It is
Ooh.
a 4, which that means it is
Force.
force.
Yeah. It slams into them, taking that mighty 13 damage. Very, very lovely. Alrighty. So that moves over to the Roper's turn. So I think the Roper is going to firstly take a bite attack on Pups. 16. Oh no, maybe more. Yeah, you would get out of it. You don't get advantage on grappled people, do you?
No, it's restrained.
Hey, it's restrained, great. And then they're going to attack everybody else again with their tendrils. So, same peeps. So, big Phatts.
Oh,
Can't see the number. What is it?
it's a crit.
7.
Oh, it's a crit. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you are now tied, and I'm going to make a bite attack on that then. As well.
Oh, piss.
Oh,
Oh,
And it
thank
misses. Tendril attack on Baggi. Misses.
It misses.
And a tendril attack on Ashley. Misses. So they all miss. Except for... And I think I'm going to move Pups over here as well. Okay. Through to Fire Newt. Fire Newt's going to go 10, 20 here. It's going to come in for a stab on the Roper. With his scimitar. Which is a shank. But, you know. Oh, it misses.
Oh. It's fucking useless, this dude.
He uses Ashley.
I love how much you hate him.
Oh. I don't know what would work. But it wouldn't also hurt other people.
Put yourself up to full as well. We might as well just use that. Like the last
Yeah.
minute has been you
Yeah,
taking up your hit points.
fab. Right, okay. A little bit unorthodox for her. She's gonna try and get that longsword, and he's on either side. Oh, right. No, she's not. Okay. No, she's gonna make her way around. So, could she make her way around as much as she could to the pillar where Pups is?
Yeah, sure. Just make movement. Remember, you've got this double movement to go through people.
Be there, right? Round about there. I'll go back a bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And then we'll see if a spell works then.
Ooh.
And
What are you going to cast?
I don't want to hurt Pups. No, that's a bad one. That's a bad one to do. Okay, we'll see. No, it's too close. Damn it. Okay, we'll just do magic missile.
Okay. let's
all
do
3 on
the-
him.
Yeah, sure. Them, Mr. Stone. Has no gender. Okay, so that is for a total of a 13.
Very nice.
Very, very nice. This is these like fire things go off. Great. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do, Ashley?
No,
yes.
that's...
Can you do the wild magic table for me?
Oh, damn it. Okay. D100. 47.
Let's have a look. Wild magic.
A unicorn controlled by the DM appears.
Oh, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
It disappears 1 minute later. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I love it. Not universe, unicorn.
That last unicorn that we had turned us into a vampire, Rob.
It's because you tried to kill
What?
it.
No, it told us about the vampire, and then we went after the vampire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You talked to a god. The unicorn was a god, okay?
And I had a really nice conversation with it. Unicorn
it.
was, there was sound. Unicorns were sound.
Exactly.
Since
It
when was
wasn't,
the unicorn a god? I missed all of that.
yeah, well, you decided to go off and eat all the peanuts that were on the table and turn yourself into vampires. That is not my fault, okay?
That's not how I got turned into a vampire. I got turned into a
That's
vampire
how I
by
did.
this guy.
By me.
Love it that it all comes down to, the unicorn
unicorn.
turned up. The unicorn turned up, and then we all got turned into vampires. Right, okay. The
Yeah,
unicorn.
that's literally what happened.
Okay, so I'm going to roll. Oh, you do the initiative for the vampire unicorn. Great. And that needs to go in. Oh, all the numbers are all over the place. Why is
Does
that?
the unicorn get advantage on initiative?
No, I just didn't do it right. Okay, so where are we? I'm all confused because it was all around the wrong way. Who's just having a go? Ashley's having a go.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
just had
great.
a go.
Okay, so unicorn is in. Oh, I feel like everything's out of sync.
I think it's because you put the unicorn in and then you put it back to descending. It pushed everything up to the top.
It's a Roper's turn again, and like none of you have had a go yet.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
All right, I'm
It
gonna
was
skip.
just me,
I'm gonna skip the
Ashley.
Roper. Yeah, I'm skipping the Roper. Yeah, let's do that. So the Gear Mage it's Pops' turn. Okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna go just for an acid splash attack with a cantrip. So it needs a dexterity saving throw, 17.
The roper should be on initiative count 15.
Ah, is that what happened?
Hmm.
I have no idea what happened.
Maybe it took
there.
that 9 because of the unicorn.
Maybe.
Fucking unicorns, man.
Blame everything on the unicorns.
Yeah.
'Cause it fails its thing, so it takes 7 acid damage from the Gear Wizard, and he's actually going to come over and stand over this side. Okay, through to Big Phatts.
Okay. I'd say Phatts probably left Rage since the last fight. Would you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
We've had a minute's worth of healing from the other person, so the Eldritch tattoos are
Yeah.
gone, and I think your Rage is probably gone, yeah.
Great. Bonus action Rage, and then Warhammer 23
Yeah, 23 hits.
for 6 and extra attack.
Yeah, hits again.
23 again for 9.
Lovely. You slam into the Roper. I think you've done the most damage on the Roper, so it's going to be interesting. Anything else you'd like to do
Oh,
at all?
Great. Dream of a better life.
Hmm?
That's it.
Okay, Pups. You're
Get lost in daydreams of a simpler time.
You're sort of hanging off the ground by this tendril that's wrapped around you.
Did Baggy's Chaos Bolt do anything? Because she attacked that tendril. Is it?
No.
And nah. All right, sweet.
No, I gave you a sword
am I-
burst. I gave you a sword burst and split something up. I'm not giving you anything else.
Fair. Am I? How close am I to the? Can I punch the roper?
Yeah, you can do.
I'm going to punch the roper. I'm presuming we've got ultimate advantage because we've surrounded the thing.
I don't think you would. I think that's. I'm going to put that I don't think you can, but there is lots of advantage going on.
I'm just imagining I'm upside down, like hanging by my ankle. Just yeah. Let's do it. 18 to hit.
Nope, misses.
Let's go again. 26 to hit.
26 hits. Or 7.
And then my final unarmed strike. 27 to hit for 11 more.
Lovely. So that's 11. Perfect.
That's
Anything
the
else,
most amount of damage that anyone's done, so that might be interesting for the roper when it does get to attack.
Yeah, it does. It's going to be very interesting. Okay, so the unicorn kind of wakes up and it is furious of why it is here. It has no idea why it's suddenly in a fire plane. However, but it can feel the amount of power coming off of you, Ashley. And it just looks at you and sort of like sprays out with its nose as it's going to go and attack you.
Oh! See, Mama Thorpe, this is why we don't like you.
Yeah, so we do 2 attacks, one with its hoofs and one with its horns. See. Hoofs come in, 17.
Yes.
It's for 10 bludgeoning.
Ow.
Nobody likes unicorns. Only DMs like unicorns. Right. And then we're going to go in with the horn. 15?
Of course it hits.
Okay.
Yes.
For 9 piercing. So that's
Okay.
19 in total.
Wow.
Okay, I think that's done. So 3 to Baggi.
Oh my god. I'm fucking terrified of the unicorn. Immediately.
Mm-hmm. Unicorns are horrible.
God,
Everybody
just
bites.
the worst. Who knew? Pups is still the only one that's grappled, right?
Yep.
So once again, I'm just going to attempt to get him free with yet another Chaos Bolt. Why not? Why not? He's over on the other side. That should work.
Oh,
Should
no,
be fine.
no.
What?
Big
as
Phatts
well.
Big Phatts is also grappled as well. Should we put a little marker on everybody?
Oh, yeah. Can
So we
we?
can see.
Oh, yeah. I'll mark myself.
There is a marker for
Lovely.
grappled in here, and I can't remember what this looks like. I think it's a pair of gloves. Grappled. There we go.
Lush.
Handcuffs.
Lush. One sec. I might change my mind. Da, 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 da. Oh, in that case, I'm actually going to go. That makes a bit more sense to do that. Yeah, I'm going to go for Tasha's caustic brew instead.
Yeah, mate.
So there is a potential for a double whammy. I require, por favor, a deck saving throw, please.
Alrighty.
Joe, we're looking for less than 14. Less than 14, please. Less than 14.
So you're calling on a bingo.
Surely it's not got good decks.
No, not really. Okay,
Yeah.
let's have a look.
Yeah.
3, so it fails. So let's see what damage it makes.
Great. Thanks, Tasha. Oh, 4.
Oh,
Hang on.
mate.
But wait. There was a reason why I did this.
We'll show this.
It's
You show
says-
this. Let's have a look. We're gonna
Oh
look
yeah,
at the
thank
spell
you.
sheet.
So
Oh, yeah.
covered in acid, creature covered in acid takes. I swear there was something. No.
2d4 at the start of each of its turns. So every time it starts
Yes.
a turn, it's got a.
So let's
That's
mark
a line of
you.
30 feet long.
Let's mark you
That's
having
the reason.
concentration. Line of 30 feet long. Oh yeah, it'll hit the unicorn as well.
Lush.
Yay!
So let's do
Boom.
the unicorn. Need to do the deck save as well. Can you mark yourself as having been as concentrating, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so it's 7, so that also takes the 4.
Perfect. All going really, really well.
Okay, so there should be a little symbol that looks like a cloud.
Cloud. Yeah, I'll find
There it
it.
is.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yay.
So if you take any damage, just remember you need to do some con saves. Okay.
Yes, will do. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we come in.
And that's
and-
what I'm going to do.
Right. So the first thing I'm going to do is obviously he's going to take a bite with one with Pups. 23 to hit, so it does.
Is it with disadvantage because of ancestral guardians?
Did you do the ancestral?
Oh
guardians?
yeah. I mean, I was raging, so yeah. So that's
Did you
that
call it?
usually. I didn't call it, but it generally says. I don't know. I don't mind. We can do whatever we want to. Whatever you think. While you're raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn becomes the target of the warriors, which hinder its attacks.
Okay, that's fine then. Yep, so that's 11. So I'll do another one then.
Go on.
13. All right. We'll go for a bite on Big Phatts.
Oh boy.
That one misses. Another one.
Yes. How many bites does it get?
It gets up to 4.
Oh,
God.
Oh.
Damn it.
So let's do that. And it's not going to use any tendril attacks, but it is going to move Ups over here.
Right. Phatts is down.
And Phatts goes down.
Uh,
Fire Newt comes in for its
and it takes
attacks.
2d4 acid damage because it's covered in acid.
Yep. Does it get to do another state? Do another thing? Oh, it has to make sure it has to wash it off, doesn't it? Yeah.
It has to use its action.
Okay. Baggy, do you want to do the 2d4?
Absolutely. Give me one sec. I'm full of Pringles.
Other crisps are available, Twitch.
Yeah, sorry. What was it? That wasn't it. 2d4.
Okay, another 4. Oh, no.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's a 3 and a
Yeah.
1.
minus 4. Lovely. Okay. Massimo is going to come in for his little attack. I think he's got advantage, surely. No, he doesn't.
Oh, mate.
Because Big Phatts is down, so he doesn't get the advantage, I don't think. No straight line. Alright. 16. Is that enough?
Nice.
Nope, that is not enough. And
Ugh.
it does not hit. Hey, Ashley. You've now
Hi.
got a unicorn
God. Oh.
and a roper.
Yeah. Fun. Question about minute meteors.
Yep.
That's a ranged attack, isn't it? So I wouldn't be able to use that on the unicorn or the roper.
You want to stick it up on the chat for me so we can have a look?
Mm-hmm. Oopsie, wrong one.
That's all right. We'll just
Sorry.
get this through.
There you go.
Okay. So concentration, 3rd level. Yeah, it's a.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is an attack. It's a spell attack.
But do I have to use it in arranged rules?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Never mind.
When you cast a spell and the bonus action on each of your attacks over. Once you meet, I'll send them straight forward to the point. Once you meet, it reaches destination. Impact. No, hang on. Each creature with a 5. No, it's
Within
not.
120.
It's not an attack. It's not an attack thing. However,
So,
it is a deck save.
Hmm. Oh, yeah. It's just a very tiny room. Let's not do that. It means everybody within 5 feet of it.
Yeah, wherever it lands will then.
Yeah. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not kill everybody. Okay, so we're gonna do another sword burst for the unicorn then.
Alrighty.
Okay.
You need a deck save.
Dex save of 13.
So that's both the unicorn and the
Whoever's in
roper.
5 feet. So yeah.
alright.
The Biggie fails, and then this one succeeds. Okay,
Ow, it's a rock.
so the unicorn takes 6.
It's a rock.
And the other one takes none. Is there anything else that happens on this? No. Okay.
Or take dexterity saving throw, or take 1d6 force damage.
Yeah, you've done that. You've done this. Oh,
Yeah.
you've done 2. Oh, am I looking at the wrong?
2d6 at level 5.
Yeah, it's fine then. Yeah, you've done the damage.
Okay.
I was just seeing if
Yeah.
there's anything like being pushed back or anything like that. It looks like it's all good.
Yeah. I wasn't reading it properly. Ignore me.
Okay. So we're all good there. So now we're up to Pups.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. I'm holding back a little bit. A bit mad. God. You know when you look at something and you're like, that's such a bad idea. Yeah, he'll go for a shock and grasp, I think. And I think I can get that. I think there's a straight line there. Yeah, I get rid of advantage. You go for a shock and grasp on the tendril, on the roper. Goes in with advantage, 28 to hit for 13 lightning damage. And, oh, the rope is looking completely screwed over right now. And does not look very well. Okay, Big Phatts, you are down. So let's have a death saving throw, please. Fails. Okay, Pups, you're hanging over the unicorn at the moment.
And I'm out of range of the roper, right?
Yep.
I'm going to try and get out of this grapple with acrobatics.
So I'll do athletics. What's it? Actually says how many? 9. No, I don't think it's enough. It actually said it in the
15,
thing.
I think.
Yeah, I think it's about that. DC 15. Yes, that is now out.
That's my turn.
Yeah.
Should have just kept punching.
Oh, unfortunately. Okay, so we're through to the unicorn. I think the unicorn... Yeah, it's going to keep attacking Ashley, I think, because it's in madness mode. Like, why the fuck have you brought me here? How dare you?
I didn't mean to.
Oh, actually, no, I can't disappear yet. It's got spells. Oh, ooh.
No. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Fucking unicorns.
That's good. The hooves and horns. All right.
The hooves and horns. Great.
Hooves and horns.
Can I cast shield?
Yeah, sure.
Reaction.
Yeah, sure. So that's you take that up. So that's another spell slot gone.
Yeah.
So shield is. Can I get a wild magic surge?
Oh, okay. Then why did I do that?
Why
A
did you choose
second
wild?
unicorn appears.
Oh,
A
stop.
No, I
tunicorn.
just had a look at one. One of them is like there's like 4d8 lightning damage to everybody.
Yep.
God.
Okay, what do you got?
60, which is
You
you regain
regain
your lowest level.
Yes. So you regain your lowest level expended spell slot. So you get one spell slot back.
Lush.
And that makes the shield comes up, which stops you from being able to be hit.
Mhm.
Nice
Yep.
attacks. Fantastic.
Lasts for 1 round. Start of your next turn, you have a +5 bonus to my AC.
Perfect. Okay, so then Baggi.
Nice. I'm still concentrating, obviously. Is Phatts like down as in he's physically on the floor? Is he still like being like
He's
like
sort of
flung
like-
around?
He's flung around, but you know, like how I think this is a term that some people will know what I mean. Of like, you know, a dead puppet when it's not at life, but it's just been like swung around. It's like that.
Ragdolls.
Yeah.
So I can't really get close enough to him, can I? To do anything.
You can do.
I mean, I might try. I might attempt. Yeah, do you know what? Let me see what I've got in my arsenal. Could do that.
such a sound.
Welcome to ASMR. Yeah, I reckon I'm gonna attempt to get close enough to Phatts just to touch him. Oh, this is actually really dangerous. No, do you know what? I'm not doing that. I've changed my mind. Sorry, Phatts. Oh no. Now I don't know what to do. God, Rob can't die again. We need to kill this thing. No.
I mean, like, should I die again? That's debatable. Can I die again? Absolutely.
Always.
What's the dangerous bit for you?
This is the
rolling a
thing.
new character.
Yeah. No, I feel like in the moment, I do think I think she's had quite good luck with Tasha's Caustic Brew, and she has got spell slots left, so she's just going to go for that again. Wait, no, there's no point. There's no point because it's already covered. I'm going to Phatts.
Oh shit!
I'm
Thank you.
attempt.
Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to do the 2d4.
Oh yes,
The
on the
unicorn.
unicorn.
Yeah. Not 67. Lovely.
Yay. Lush. Okay.
Isn't it also for the roper as well, though? Did the roper
Start of the turn.
Start of their turn.
Yeah.
So because we missed the unicorn. Yeah. I'm going to do something that's a bit bonkers, but I am going to attempt to get close enough to Phatts. I feel like because he's sort of flopping, she's going to attempt to get underneath enough to just grab onto his leg or like ankle, his metallic ankle, and cast the cantrip Spare the Dying, which I believe I can do because it doesn't require any concentration.
Okay.
But I have to be touching him, and that
stable?
means, yeah, he's stable.
Yep. So he's at 0. He's stable.
Yeah.
hasn't got
However, that also probably means that
He needs
I'm
some
quite
sort of.
prone.
Yeah. I don't think you're prone. I think you could just jump up and just touch his toes. Touch his foot.
Okay, good. That's what I did. Almost like a whoop.
Yep. So yeah. So you're now stable. You have 0 hit points. It's a weird one because usually you would wake up when someone does like stabilizing. I think you wake up like 1d4 hours later, unless you can find any other type of healing to be able to kind of wake them up that's magic based. Ultimately,
Okay.
so we should roll a
Okay,
d4 and see how long it takes for the Phatts to get up.
Oh my God. What if it's like?
Let's have a look.
Let's.
Can I roll it?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob can roll it.
Yeah, Rob, roll it. Not me or Joe.
I hope it's a 4. Please be a 4.
1.
Yay.
What? We can all take a
Yeah.
short rest.
Yay.
No, you can't.
Lush. And I've still
Actually,
got
I will
movement,
allow
haven't
that.
I?
Yes, you do.
So, because obviously I haven't moved.
Oh no, you would have had to have moved to get to Big Phatts. So that would
Yeah.
be 10, and then 15 to get you to there. I'd say so that.
Oh,
you could
okay,
jump
great.
up.
And actually, I don't want to move from there anyway. Because I'm sort of flanking. Massive.
Right.
Okay, great. I'm done.
So could you do 2d4? Roll 2d4 for me, please, Evie.
Oh, yes, of course. I shall. Let me find them. Yeah. Oh, it's just a 2.
Oh.
That's a shame.
That you guys seem to be hitting a lot of magic numbers today. So can you tell me what that looks like?
Oh, yes. Great. So as this, you're very lucky. So as this roper is like, I'm just imagining all of its tentacles like it's chaos. You can't see anything. And its eyes, it's just frantically darting around looking at who it's going to bite next or fling at next. And it's literally not realised that this entire time, this hole has been burning in its side. And as this hole is burning away at this like weird rock-like flesh, you start seeing almost like these sort of like bones, like hands, and then you realize that's like it's like a rib cage, and it looks all really weird and it's very confusing, and stuff just starts pouring out of it, and then you see its heartbeat, and then the acid just keeps eroding away at the heart, and until eventually the tendrils just start like getting a bit more less and less, and its eye just closes and it just flops to the ground dead.
Yeah, obviously. It's obviously the only way that it could possibly have turned. That was lovely. Thank you very much for that. So as you kind of like kill the tendril, the unicorn just disappears out of sight.
Oh, thank God.
As Pups like lands and falls down. So I'm gonna give you some fall damage. But have you got feather fall or anything like that?
I have. I've got monk shit.
Okay, so you go take 2. 2 damage, and then whatever it is your monk stuff does.
Minus all of that.
Yeah, great. So you land and you're fine.
I think Pups sort of like falls out of the sky and like goes to like land on the unicorn and realize the unicorn's gone, and then has to like right himself to like drop down and land like a cat.
So you kind of like look around, but I think Baggi, as you're the one that was closest to the turn of it, you looking around and you see that Big Phatts still hasn't woken up. But you
Well,
killed,
it was after Pups' graceful landing, you just hear.
Baggi runs over immediately to Big Phatts. And I suppose does a medicine check, but it would actually be more about
so
checking.
the medicine check won't do anything, I don't think. I think that I'll give it to you for free, that what you do through like the mechanical check is that they're stable, and but they still haven't woken up yet. I'm gonna have a look through, see has he got anything.
Yeah, Pups appeals over to our new friend Pops. He's like, can you do anything? I know you helped us before.
So he then kind of like comes together and like brings his hands together and fabricates an object. So he creates creates a spring. And then him and Baggi is like, you seem to understand kind of machinery. Okay, if you could pop open the central cavity, and we'll pop into the. Let's see if we can find the central hydraulic system, and maybe we can find a way to kind of use this spring to kickstart his system somehow.
Okay. Baggi literally just like gets to work. She knows how to open up his whole chest bit.
He kind of like pops it open as you see him, and his hand goes straight in. He's like, "Oh, could you just hold this for me?"
Yeah, she does.
And can you do a tool check with investigation with intelligence for me?
Yeah, I will do. Please be high. It's 15.
Yeah. So you're so far. So you kind of like pull back this latch as he kind of like hooks in this little spring and pulls it down and hooks it onto another part. Right. Could use your little screwdriver, just ping that off, would you? And he sort of steps back a little bit.
Okay. All right. Shielding her eyes a little. She does so.
And as you kind of like ping it off, Big Phatts, you begin to almost like reboot slightly, not rebooting. Just want to make sure that is absolutely clear. But your brain starts to like kick through as you're like, cigars, builder, the hand wrenching, and you're like seeing through all of these memories as your eyes pop open, and you look straight up into Popsy's eyes.
Ishlar.
And he kind of steps back slightly.
And he's speaking in Gnomish, by the way.
He steps back. He says back to you in Gnomish, "No one has used that name for me in a long time."
Master.
No. And he sort of like, he suddenly relaxes slightly. No.
You were the one that built me.
Well, you're the one who built yourself up. Look at you. Old. I did wonder when I opened you up and saw the squiggles and the extra markings. Did you ever read them?
Oh,
That's such a shame.
I don't understand. Why did you leave?
I built you with brawn, but not intelligence, obviously. And he sort of like gets up.
You told me to find you. I just didn't know where to look.
I've been here a long time, and I suggest we move on. Don't you?
You don't by any chance ever smoke.
And he's just like, I never thought I would have raise somebody who would want to smoke.
That's what happens when you abandon your children.
Quite. And he stands up and just starts walking towards the door. You can see that it feels as if he's embarrassed about. He seems embarrassed. You two, the rest of you, just see this engagement in Gnomish, and listen if you speak Gnomish.
Wow. No. Actually.
Nope.
And Phatts watches him walk away and then turns to see Baggi on his right and Pups across the room and Ashley and the salamander.
We better get going.
Do-
I'm glad you were able to sort that thing out.
That's. You can speak gnome.
Yeah, there's a lot about me that y'all don't know. Not that you've ever fucking asked.
Okay.
Do you
What were
want to
you-
start now?
If we survive this, I'll tell you the whole story.
Shadung! As these like suddenly these huge pieces of metal fall down from the ceiling and block off the exits,
Oh,
leaving with Pups and Popsy inside the room as well. You're all locked in. As you look around, you feel the heat begin to heat up with the last words of Big Phat still ringing on your ears. There's a lot of things about me that you do not know. You just simply haven't asked. As we fade through in confusion and despair and fear, as we fade through into darkness and to black.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So I want you guys, thank you very much for playing. I hope you enjoyed. When we return next time, which will be in 2 weeks' time, of course, I want you guys to think that you've had a long rest. Had a short rest. Sorry, short rest. I never gave long or short rests ever in my campaign. So you've had a short rest from this moment of being captured inside the box. But I still want to run the hour because I want this conversation to continue and happen. Very, very well done. I'm sorry we had to stop there. It's just that we've overrun slightly.
Oh, good.
What a cliffhanger.
What an amazing ending.
There we go. I was really, really proud of all of you guys. You did a lot of fighting today. You took a lot of damage and you put a lot of damage out. It has been a long time since we've had like some of you go down for a little while. So well done. As we'll come back next time on Cinder Waste to see how you do against the Warden as you try to escape this place. Also, if you'd like to, remember to come and join us next week for the second side quest that we're running for Waterdeep Mallrats of Oshi's Revenge. Come and join us for that on Monday. That would be fantastic. And I just want to say that I really appreciated you people who have managed to kind of pop over and see us on a Tuesday. I know it's not our usual time, but I do appreciate that you've come over and seen us. So thank you very much. And finally, thank you lot you've been fantastic and you've had a wonderful play today, and I've really enjoyed it. So if you're watching this on Facebook, do give us a quick like on our Facebook group. If you're on Twitch, give it a little follow, maybe a subscribe. If you're on YouTube and you've enjoyed this as well, do give us a subscription, and I really appreciate that. And hit that bell and give us a like if you enjoy it. So I will see you next time or next week for Waterdeep Mallrats. Oshi's Revenge.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.